First you wanna ride the wave, MURPH. Wave, MURPH. First you wanna ride the wave, MURPH. Wave, MURPH. First you wanna ride the wave.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, welcome to the Hard Pause Podcast. It's your boy Julian Blaq here once again with Quarter Water TV and Mr. Hudson Redwater.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to episode 45, baby. We creeping on up there. Oh, yeah, all the music featured in the podcast. You can find the links in the description on YouTube and Facebook. If you're coming here from Twitch, you're going to have to hit me up on them other spots to get links to those YouTubes. And also, if you're in the broadcast, go ahead and hit an interaction so I can see who you are. I'll try my best to give everyone a shout out. Hit it with a smiley face, thumbs down, thumbs up. Whatever you feel, just let us know you're there. You don't have, I mean, if you don't feel like talking, it is. But all right, let's go. Let's get into it.
Have you seen, did you by having a chance to catch that Biden Trump debate?
Yeah, I caught it.
What you
What you
think? What you think?
I mean, I'm not, listen, I don't even think that's Biden. I think they made a clone and it was glitching. That nigga been dead for like 3 years.
Man, that nigga look like he do look like a zombie or some shit. I don't know what's up with him. Like, I don't man.
Nah, that was a very bad look. Like
that was a beating.
Yo, he definitely got dementia or Alzheimer's, stage 4 or 5.
Yeah, he got 100% because it was a couple of times he was up there looking like he forgot where he was at. He had to catch it real quick, like for real. Like,
it looked like he was just trying to hold on to stand up. Like he was just like, just let me stand up. That's it.
Well, there was talks. Go ahead. You could what?
No, go ahead.
No, there was talks that they wanted to have it seated like on couches and shit instead of standing at the podium because they didn't think Joe was going to be able to do it that long. I mean, but he stuck it out.
Listen, I give him respect for this. For you to have stage 4 Alzheimer's and dementia and stand up there for 90 minutes at 80-something years old, just to have the resolve to do that, I'm gonna give you respect.
You know what I give him? I give him credit for being up there and being able to lie so smoothly. You ain't forget how to lie, nigga. That nigga was up there lying like a motherfucker. Like,
oh, that's ingrained in him.
Man, he showed you that it's ingrained in him because he was up there capping. And they asked him what he did, how he feel about the black community being upset with him because he ain't really do nothing. Man, it was a bunch of babbling. Like, I ain't really understand what he was saying. He just started doing he was like the child care credit. I'm like, man, I ain't see none of that shit. I got kids.
Yeah, he was jumping all over the board too. He talking about migrants and be like, yeah, but then in COVID just jumped to a whole nother topic.
Like, he really was trying to avoid that immigration talk because nigga ain't everybody mad about that shit. You let too many of them niggas in the country. Like, it ain't like you did it. You should have let a little something in and then fell back. You went banoodles, nigga.
But he should have did like Obama. Obama eased into it. He didn't just open up the fucking borders. It took him years before they figured out we weren't sending them back. So I think Obama
was sending niggas. Though he was sending them Jamaicans back.
He was sending, but his first 3 years in office, he didn't change any immigration policy. So he was deporting people regularly. He just slowly but surely started implementing them. Yo, what's up, Z Bunny? Welcome to the broadcast, hitting us hot from Twitch. Thank you. But
salute.
Yeah. Yo, Obama he kind of just eased into it because he didn't want to cause an emergency at the border and have everything fall apart. So he ran it like a smart dude that was gonna unlock the border. He didn't just come on, everybody, bring your ass here. We got free shit.
Yeah, Biden just went. Biden just went batshit crazy. Like, nigga, everybody come. It's free shit here for everybody. Like, and we got people sleep on the ground. American citizens, people that's veterans in wars, and that's why we be talking that veteran shit. I'm like, it's veterans that sleep on the ground right now.
Facts.
So a lot of man, it's probably I bet you it's a big percentage of homeless people that was veterans, man. And they sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, that's a known fact. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of veterans with mental health disorders too, from war vets and shit, PTSD.
Yeah, but I feel like they need to. This is what I feel like. You know how they got shelters, or I feel like they need to build like facilities with like staff for these people and let them stay in like apartment. Maybe they not chaperone, but people watching them. They need to build buildings like that, and I'd rather you do that than give our money to people that ain't even from here.
They have that set up, but they wind up giving it to some colleges. They have veteran housing set up in DC. They gave it to colleges. They didn't leave it open for vets. They moved all the vets out.
But that's what I'm saying. But you taking our money and giving it to people that ain't even citizens. So now when these people get up there, take their money and send it back home. So you just, I don't know what the fuck is doing. That shit don't make no sense. And then you got people sleeping on the ground right here. You know what I'm saying? You could have been helping them people.
You ain't lying. You
know what I'm saying? But I told you when we talked the other day, I told you with that with Joe Biden doing. Joe Biden hate black people. He's just not gonna say it. Look, I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. That him letting all these people in the country is deliberately. He's doing that to deliberately undermine black people. Niggas be like, what you mean by that? All these people is you throwing them hood with us, right? They ain't moving the like white neighborhoods, they moving into black neighborhoods. So now we got to share the limited resources that we already got with a whole new crop of people, and then you giving them shit on top of that. So you trying to let all these people in, elevate them above black people, and guess where that puts us at again? At the bottom again. That's white supremacy right there. Like that's the system. That's the system to keep the niggas on the bottom.
So eloquently put.
You keep the black people on the bottom. They don't care because this the thing. They can elevate like South Americans and shit because they don't mind being in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So they keep all them buffer classes in the middle as long as the niggas is on the bottom. Literally hates black people. I don't care with nobody. He worse than Bush. He worse than all these niggas that ever was around. He's the worst nigga ever. Because you can't. We already get deprived resources. So how are we supposed to share limited resources? We already getting. Why y'all ain't putting them in the middle in these towns where there ain't nobody living at?
In some of these abandoned towns, right?
Well, the thing is,
right.
They need this extra demographic in their places, in the particular places they send them to. So,
what does that mean? Like, huh?
In a nutshell, like I told you, my theory on it, it was just to disenfranchise the voters of that area. So you put a bunch of cats in there that feel like they owe you because you gave them free shit and bought them here.
Voters.
Of course,
they try to create new voters. Yeah, new voting block.
And then if you legitimize them on, which they do, I mean, a lot of the new ones, it's going to be difficult to do it. But the ones that been for a minute, they're most likely going to probably catch some amnesty or something. They was talking about 250,000 of them getting amnesty off the muscle.
But I told you why. I'm gonna show you why I disagree with that. This shit ain't about voting. 90% of South Americans that come to America, as soon as they get Americanized, they vote Republican.
But in the meantime, they got that Democrat.
They don't vote.
Some of
before they get Americanized, I'm saying generally speaking, most of them don't even fucking vote before they get Americanized. So as soon as they get Americanized, they vote Republican. It's not about voting.
These ain't the normal niggas either. These are some freeloading ass niggas. And I remember when we was doing their mass arrest back when Obama was in, half the niggas that came in claimed they voted for him, and they're illegal. Nobody was enforcing the law.
This shit feel like Scarface 2.0 and shit. Like,
welcome, see,
like when they empty Cubans, yeah. But it's worse. Yeah, it's like Scarface on, yeah. Scarface on steroids, like. But it's worse now because at least when they was letting the Cubans in, they wasn't giving them shit.
They had to work for.
You giving them cars, you giving them money, you're giving them shit. This is why I'm telling you, it's not about no voting. Watch, you gonna see what I'm saying. Just remember what I'm saying, that them people don't vote. They don't vote until they get Americanized. As soon as they get Americanized, they don't. This the thing. The legal immigrants is mad as hell at this Biden shit too. The ones that came here legally, they mad as hell. They don't want all them people flooding over here neither.
Because they're in the neighborhoods they're dumping them into too.
They vote Republicans too, though. That's why I'm trying to. The people, the legal immigrants, they all vote Republican, all of them, because they don't want them people coming over here like that neither.
Yeah, I agree.
So this shit ain't about. I'm telling you, it's not about voting. This shit is to undermine niggas. I'm telling you.
And the best way to undermine niggas is make their votes not count.
Nah, this the thing, because no, the vote, our votes never did count. We don't get shit. We don't get shit from the government. This hold on, let me cook, nigga. I'm gonna show you what I mean by we don't get shit. When we fight for shit, when we fight the government for stuff, they tell us no, and then at the end they be like, all right, you know what, niggas, we gonna give y'all something. But this is how we gonna do it. We gonna give it to minorities. So that's everybody in a bucket, and we get shit. That's white women, gay people. That's everybody. That ain't no man. That's a minority. So everybody else gets shit, and we don't get shit. So that's how they do it. So we don't never get nothing anyway. So the voting shit don't. What does that do? Vote where voting got us. We didn't get shit. We don't get nothing.
I know we do give. I always felt that we do give up our vote for nothing or to get nothing. So
they don't give a shit. That's why I'm trying to tell you. So them taking away our vote, they've been took it away because we don't get shit. We don't get. They'll tell us. Look, I'll show you the most disrespectful shit that I ever seen any president or vice president do in my life. That shit Kamala did. Y'all ran on a sweat of black people, all black this, all we gonna black communities, black women, this, black that. The first thing this dumb bitch do is she do an interview. Oh, I'm not just gonna do stuff for black people. Like what? But y'all do stuff for Asians, y'all do stuff for LGBT specifically. Like, but as soon as they come to black people, it's all this other. They start making excuses and start trying to throw everybody in the pot. Like, this is why I'm telling you that the voting shit didn't do nothing. It been didn't do nothing. We been the same shit still happening.
Y'all forget the comedian's name, but he said, "I'd like to congratulate Kamala Harris for being the first Indian Jamaican American to be elected black."
She's not even black. Right? She's not even black. Lady is Asian. The lady's a whole Asian. She be like, "Oh, I'm Jamaican," but all just because it's Asians in Jamaica.
Yo, Heather, thanks for the
mad
love.
Asians in Jamaica. That's what a coolie is, an Indian Jamaican.
I didn't know that. I thought they were island. You schooled me on that. I was like,
this why I'm telling you. Just because most Jamaica, the island of Jamaica is probably 70, 75, 80% black people, but there are different races. There's white Jamaicans.
There's Asian Jamaicans, like
there's Asian Chinese, yep. And there's Indian Jamaicans, coolies. Because Indians, Asian people travel everywhere. So it's Indians and Chinese Oriental people everywhere. Same like Africans. You feel what I'm saying? You can find black people, Asians, and Indians all over the world. It don't matter where you at. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
yes, sir.
Trust me, that migrant shit, remember what I said, because these same people is gonna vote Republican. Remember I said this.
I've been saying this because I look at the voting trends there, that especially if they come from especially a socialist country, or they came here from hard times and they seen what socialism does. If any party is Democrats have that socialist section and want to socialize everything. So yeah, especially the Cubans, the Venezuelans, they're not fucking around.
It ain't no country. All South Americans, because look, South Americans really they conservative. They family people. They ain't with all that weird shit. They more concerned. And this is another thing too. I seen a documentary where they letting trans people from South America come here and get sex changes and all that weird shit. We paying for this shit.
Yeah, we've been paying for it. Well, little known secret, they actually pay for the changes if you're locked up in federal prison now.
I knew that.
If you're in the military, they've been paying for it. And this all
when you good.
So this all started when Biden came in and pencil whipped it into that action by executive. Yo, shout out to Breezy New Orleans tapping in. AR Hendricks checking in. What's up, fellas? Thank you guys.
Salute. I'll show you something else. That's real, right? The Democrats been doing that shit on a low, quiet as kept. They started a lot of that shit start with jail. They use people in jail as experiments. And what I mean by this is I ain't been to jail in over like almost 20 years. It'd be 20 years Next year, next July, it'll be 20 years I ain't been to jail. But when I was going to jail, if you LGBTQ and you want to take hormone pills to grow breasts, they'll give them to you in jail. Been doing that since forever.
No, that makes sense when you say.
So
like
when
that.
you in jail, so you'll be in jail. Look, you'll be in jail next to a dude that's 6'5" with titties. This
Sound
why
like
they experiment. They all the shit that come on the outside. They be experimenting on them niggas in jail first.
Pardon me,
It's
Mr.
real
Nigga.
shit.
No, Miss Nigga.
Shit, you better, man. Them niggas be big niggas. You ain't gonna say that, them niggas. Half
Excuse
niggas
me?
be in there for already stabbing somebody or some shit already. Like,
No, don't get it jacked up. Some of them
niggas is violent. A lot of them niggas is violent.
Yeah.
Most of them niggas is violent when, especially if they in jail. They you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they be experimenting with niggas in jail. But remember, I said that about this immigration shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no votes, nigga. Nothing. That shit is to undermine black people. I'm telling you, because if it wasn't, they could put them people in towns where it ain't no people at. Why y'all keep throwing them on top of us, like, and then making us share resources with all these people? And then why is you, if we got to share our resources, why is you giving them shit on top of us sharing resources with them? That doesn't make no sense.
In Chicago, that's what pissed off a lot of the voters, because they claim they had no money to do anything to uplift the community, do community centers. And the first thing they do is open up these closed buildings, set up housing for these cats,
start giving them niggas
cards,
shit,
buying them food and setting them up all lovely. Wait, where this money coming from? Y'all had no money.
The United States government will, before they give niggas shit, they'll run around the whole world before they give niggas. They'll make every excuse before they give black people shit. If you notice, everybody else that most of the people that the United States did something to got reparations. As soon as you start talking about black people, nigga, everybody started, white people, Chinese people, Mexicans, everybody, you niggas don't need nothing. Everybody started coming out the woodwork talking about how y'all niggas don't need nothing. Everybody. But when all these other groups be getting money, don't know really be saying shit. Like, even with these migrants, people saying shit, but they ain't really doing nothing about it. Ain't nobody doing nothing about these people getting money. Nigga, listen to me. If they one day the government be like, yo, we gonna give all black Americans reparations, nigga, you gonna see how violent white people is for real. Watch that. You gonna see how violent people start getting when it come to black people getting shit. Like, people gonna start acting out of control.
Yo, shout out Brick Face. Yo. Shout out to the family. Salute, frat.
Salute.
Salute, Quarter Water TV. Salute my brother, Hudson, Redwater. Much love, Brick Face.
Salute.
We just filmed a video for Brick Face last week too.
Oh, that's
BFT,
what's up.
yeah, BFT, Black Father Time. That's what that stands for, BFT.
Posse. That was one of my favorite characters for that movie, Father Time and shit. You remember that shit?
Oh, Big Daddy Kane, baby.
Big Daddy Kane, yep.
Big Daddy Kane's still doing it, man.
Yeah, salute. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane. Salute.
Now, he's still spitting. He's still spitting at a high level too. Like, his show performance game is stupid.
He still be doing all them old dances and all that. He still be doing all that shit too. Like,
word. Matter of fact, since we segue to that right there, like, so what y'all think about this? I know it's a frivolous topic, but what you think about this whole Lord Jamal KRS-One joint?
It's not frivolous to me.
When I say frivolous, I mean we already know what the true answer is. That's what I mean by frivolous.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what I think about that, right? Because there's like a whole movement. See, I kind of see shit a little different. Cause I feel like there's a whole movement of people trying to steal like Black American culture and just make everybody share it. Oh, we all did this, nigga.
Well, I mean, we all did.
Yeah, but that been going on, but now it's like an overdrive now, because you got Puerto Ricans, and no disrespect to Puerto Ricans, because I grew up with Puerto Ricans too.
Of course,
but we got Puerto Ricans saying, "Oh, Puerto Ricans and blacks did it 50-50." How? I went to high school in the 90s, and Puerto Ricans wasn't listening to rap until Big Pun and them came out. This is a fact. Even Fat Joe, when Fat Joe was out in the 90s, Puerto Ricans wasn't rocking with him. It was all black people listening to his music. Puerto Ricans started rocking with him.
People. I'm not gonna say that because I'm a little older than you, so I'm not gonna say that. I mean, it was always a certain demographic of Puerto Ricans messing with it, but who started
so why
it?
Big Pun?
But listen what I'm saying. Who started it,
Mhm.
who created it, where it came from. I'm in a complete agreement with Lord Jamal when he makes this point. You got to point to where, show me where the culture is. There's not a lot of black brothers that know how to speak Spanish, right? We not cooking Rosto Boyo. We not cooking. We wasn't listening to Hector Lavoe or Selena Cruz. We didn't adopt none of that. Y'all saw what American black kids was doing, and Caribbeans saw what American black kids was doing, and we wasn't nobody wearing knitted tank tops and beads around their neck like that. So when you look at it from what the culture, wasn't nobody drinking coconut water like that.
Fact.
None of that. So when you look at the culture of what influenced hip hop, it's American black culture.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's the best argument for it right there, is to be like, no, look at what the influence is. Like, listen, we not wearing sombreros and doing all that. Y'all wearing baseball caps and y'all wearing jeans and 10 boots and this, that, and the third. And even though a few of y'all might have grew up in America, it is American black culture that influenced you.
Facts.
To this day, it ain't a lot of black people that speak Spanish like that, unless you just got a Spanish chick like that, or you just was really hanging out with Puerto Ricans like that. But other than that, how many brothers really speak fluent Spanish?
Clear. Let me clear this up though. What I mean by, generally speaking, Puerto Ricans wasn't listening to Fat Joe until Big Pun, and that is a whole fact. When he was digging, when
I'm not
hold on, let me. You're about.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Remember when he was in DITC and all that?
Mm-hmm.
When he was digging in the
Bronx I was in the Bronx with Lord Finesse and then when he was with them.
Hold on. The school I went to, right? And I ain't talking about just the Bronx. I ain't talking about the little Spanish niggas that's in the Bronx. The Bronx Puerto Ricans is a little different than all the rest of the Puerto Ricans. Let's speak about Puerto Ricans in general. When I was growing up I went to school in the 90s. Spanish niggas that wasn't hanging around black people was not listening to rap at all. And this was even in the 90s. They was listening. I'm gonna show you what they was listening to. They was listening to house music. Remember, they was still breakdancing and they was listening to house music. Them niggas was not, and they was still listening to Spanish music. Spanish niggas that was hanging around all Spanish niggas was not listening to rap at all.
Okay, I give you that, but you gotta remember, you talking about we from Connecticut and you talking about your Pacific little region. I'm in New York at that time, and yes, we are always going to dominate. It's American black culture. We are not even doing that. But I'm going to say that Puerto Ricans will listen a little more than what you might give them credit for a little earlier. Because I got Puerto Ricans friends. I went to college in the 90s. I'm in New York. I heard plenty of Puerto Ricans before Big Pun and even before Fat Joe listening to hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying. I'm talking about in general. Like as far as Puerto Rican culture, it wasn't like no whole bunch of niggas running around listening to Big Fat Joe because he would have been more popular than he was.
No, but Fat Joe comes way later, bro. Like when you talking about breakdancing, Beach Street, and all that shit, like that shit was going on in the 80s, and it was mad. It was Puerto Ricans listening and involved in the culture. We're not gonna do that to them because they was there. They just didn't create it.
No, I'm not saying they wasn't there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Puerto Rican culture as a whole was never hip hop culture. You got a couple of some Spanish niggas that was listening to rap, but it wasn't like no whole Puerto Rican thing. Like what I'm saying is, if you see a group of Puerto Rican, and this is even in New York too, they ain't listening to rap. You go in a Puerto Rican store, they ain't playing Fat Joe.
Why you keep bringing it to Fat Joe though? Like Fat Joe is not the beginning of Puerto Rican hip hop.
No,
like, they got motherfuckers spitting back in the day. Like bro, I'm telling you.
Who else what other Spanish rapper you want to talk? They wasn't listening to him neither. Even the old school niggas either. They wasn't listening to them niggas neither. Like what I'm saying is, as a culture, I'm talking about as culture. Puerto Rican culture was not hip hop culture at all. I don't give a fuck.
No. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. They had a small amount of population that was messing with black. The point is, it was Black American culture that spawned it. The way you dress, the way you talk. It was even Spanish people before Fat Joe talking about I'm Spanish, but I sound black. That in itself is an admittance to be like, yo, I'm taking inspiration from something. I'm Spanish, but I'm taking inspiration from something black. That's an admittance to it, right? The whole argument to me, why I said my first statement was that it's frivolous, because I don't like arguing over shit that's obvious. It's obvious that it's Black American culture, and whatever's going on right now, don't know why y'all doing that. Nobody's trying to disrespect anybody for what they contributed, but
yeah, nobody.
The house was built by American black kids.
Donald Murphy, graffiti was started by a dude named Cornbread in Philadelphia. A black American dude. That was, we started
another
that
nigga
too.
named Tricks. And there's another nigga named Trixie too, even before Cornbread in Philly, or some other nigga. I mean, graffiti. But then again, I heard some points from OGs. They was like, yo, graffiti didn't really get swept into hip hop till niggas started doing flyers for niggas that was doing hip hop. Other than that, it was just some art shit. It was artsy shit. You know what I mean? And then it got thrown into because it was getting attached to. But my thing is that it still counts. It still counts.
Yeah, it count. It count just like because the reason why this my thing, right? The reason why it's so hard to trace like the origins of hip hop, because it really just evolved from other black American music. That's why it's so hard to pinpoint when it started. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
That makes it even more why it's black, because it evolved from other black
our music. That's what I'm saying. It evolved from our shit. Yeah, our shit just kept evolving, and then hip hop is the baby of all the music that we created. It's the baby.
I mean, you got the Jubilees that was rapping in like the 30s. You got Jocko that was rapping in the 50s.
Handbone. Have you heard?
And you got Jocko. Actually, if you go listen to Jocko in the 1957 Jocko, that it actually sounds like some late 1970s hip hop, like the breakbeat and all that. Like, that's the best example of, because everybody else, they kind of doing like poetry rap, whatever. You kind of finagle that. But Jocko actually did some ish back in the 50s that sound just like it did in the late 70s. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was black brothers already rapping. It was like it was being spiced.
Even some of the shit Rudy Ray Moore was doing, Dolomite. Even some of that shit was rapping.
That's what I'm saying. You go back to the 50s, you go back to the 50s in Spanish, you go back to the 50s in Latino culture. Like, show me somebody that was rapping in the 50s. Show me somebody that was rapping in the 30s. Show me somebody that was rapping in the 60s.
And for me not to be biased too, right? I'm gonna throw the Caribbeans in that pot too. We ain't get shit from y'all neither, and that's no disrespect.
No, that's what I'm saying. Wasn't nobody wearing knitted tank tops in the 90s? Wasn't nobody talking about? Nobody knew about coconut water in the 80s, niggas wasn't drinking coconut water.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and second of all, with Caribbean people saying that Americans got the sound system from them, I'm like, not to be funny, but our country in the 70s and 60s was in a better shape than you. We have better equipment.
That's
we
what
have
I'm
more
saying.
access to equipment.
It even make no sense.
We didn't get no sound system from y'all. We got the sound system from us because we the ones because we got access to it like that. You know
the reason now I'm gonna explain to you the reason why I'm starting to get offended by it, right? Because people have certain backgrounds, like Caribbean backgrounds or Puerto Rican backgrounds, they starting to just lie now. MC Shan said the most outlandish shit that I ever heard anybody say. MC Shan said that we got dancing from Puerto Rico. I mean, the way we dress from Puerta Ricans. That's the most craziest shit I ever heard. I swear to God.
You gotta show that.
How? That don't even make no sense.
My thing is that you gotta listen, you gotta show that though. Show me some photos of Puerto Rican culture and then show me African American kids dressing like that. It don't exist.
It don't.
Yeah, it don't exist.
We're not saying this is the thing. Puerto Ricans was there from the beginning. They was there early, but they didn't start it. That's all we saying.
No, that's what everybody's saying. We just saying like, yo, you didn't create it.
Yeah.
You saw something. That's just like African Americans saying that we 50% responsible for merengue or salsa. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure these black people that like salsa and like the tango and all that, but how many of us is really into that? And then for us to say that, they would be just as mad as us to be like, nah, y'all could say that y'all joined on, and a few of y'all might be nice with it.
We started it.
We created it. Yeah, to say we started it. Like, that's what I want to start doing. I'm just gonna start everybody's culture. I'm just gonna start saying, yeah, I made the first katana sword. I'm snatching everybody.
See, this the thing. That's where the disrespect come in though. Like, it's like what's so bad about y'all being the first like students or the first like appreciators of hip? Like, why y'all like? What is it that y'all feel like y'all gotta say y'all started it? Like, it ain't we ain't trying to take nothing of y'all culture and trying to say we started none of that shit. Y'all got y'all shit.
Listen,
we respect
we
y'all
ain't trying
for
to say we made up empanadas.
Right.
You know
or we started reggae
Calypso?
or anything or calypso or any of that shit.
Or
Y'all got
reggaeton.
y'all shit. Yeah, or reggaeton. Yeah, y'all got y'all shit. We don't. But just when you start lying, it start getting nasty work. Like it start to look nasty.
No, it's a concerted. It's a concerted effort and propaganda that's been spilled out about African Americans in Pacific, because even Africans be acting funny. Caribbeans call us Yankees. Latinos call us Morenos. It's like it's a concerted effort to highly disrespect African Americans.
See, I agree with you.
You know what I mean? So I'm definitely ready to stand up and be like, nah, this is ours. Like we gave y'all rock, we let y'all slide, we let y'all slide with a lot. Country, all that is black music. We let y'all slide with a lot. We not having it no more.
I think Puerto Ricans and the Hispanics is going about it wrong. Period. I'm gonna show you why they going about it wrong. Cause this what Hispanics.
Yo, that's my man. Hold up 1 second. That's my man from C1W. That's one of the executives from Sony. That's my man.
That's why I said, see, salute.
Yeah. But him checking in, that's big, because that's a very busy man and a very powerful executive. So I want to salute him. I gotta call him after the show.
Salute, much appreciated.
It started to get a little colonizing when you start trying to crowbar your way into something. Nobody said they create. Yeah, but that's all. That's all. Yeah, that's all people saying though. That's all people saying. We ain't got it. It is people saying they created it. Fat Joe said it. Puerto Ricans and blacks created 50-50.
Listen, Busta Rhymes hurt me when he tried to say there is no American culture. American culture is a hodgepodge of Caribbean and Latino culture.
It's not.
When he said, I was like, yo, bro, wait. Let me finish this statement. I was like, yo, Busta, when I was listening to Leaders of the New School and watching them videos, I didn't see anything on you that looked Caribbean. It looked all American.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Busta was Caribbean until he went solo. I swear to God on everything I love. I didn't know he was Caribbean until he went solo.
When he was doing Rah Dungeon Dragons, he wasn't doing all that. Yeah. He wasn't doing all that. He wasn't doing all that.
Even with his dreads, look, even he could say, I had dreads, yeah, but you had high top dreads. You ain't have the whole. Remember, he only had the dreads on the top. That's some American shit.
Listen, he was influenced by American culture. Dinkle D and Charlie Brown. Stop it. Mm-hmm. You might have been the biggest one. You got the best career out of all, but stop it. They influenced you as far as culture.
That's a fact. That's facts. So I agree. That's my only shit. I just don't like the colonizing shit. I don't like it because it starts to get colonizing like because it's like you just go crowbar your way into some shit that y'all know y'all didn't, because y'all parents is a little different.
No, y'all wasn't even messing with brothers. I remember messing with Spanish chicks. I couldn't even go in the house. She like, yo, you got way out here.
Facts.
You know what I mean? My parents and my grandparents saying, and to this day, I got Spanish friends now. We joke about it behind the curtain as far as like, yeah, I got certain relatives that they still on that. So don't act like it was a very small amount of Puerto Ricans that just was hanging with blacks. It's like it was a very small amount of blacks that just hung around all Puerto Ricans.
Facts. Nigga, I went to the school I went to Hardin, but I'm explaining it for the people that's watching. The school I went to was probably where it was located. I swear to God, it's located in the middle of the black and the Spanish neighborhood. Like, so it's in the middle of it. So half of it is black and half of it is Spanish. Man, that school was so segregated. It'd be a couple Spanish niggas that integrate, couple black people that integrate. But we used to have a corner we used to sit on. We used to call it the nigga block because the other side, the Spanish niggas used to be on it. It was never no kumbaya shit. Never like what we was.
Look, MURPH talk about I'm confused. We colonized PR. I'm confused. So we colonized something that's trying to colonize our music.
First of all, Black Americans didn't colonize nothing.
Fact.
That's number one. Number two. Puerto Rican culture, even though that you could say it's colonized, Puerto Ricans and Puerto Rico still got their culture intact. They still over there speaking Spanish. Like, what are you talking about?
No, wait. Let's correct that. They language, because Spanish is a European language. They're actually,
but that's not original.
But listen, what I'm saying
I know,
is like,
that's the original island wasn't Puerto Rico. But that island wasn't Puerto Rico.
And that's not the original language. Spanish, just like English, ain't our original language, even though that's the only thing we speak. Spanish ain't their original language either. And they need to admit that so that they can go deeper and find out what the language really is.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying, Puerto Rico as an island, the name Puerto Rico, ever since it's been named Puerto Rico, they've been speaking Spanish. So as a Puerto Rican culture, but when they was native, they wasn't Puerto Rican.
No, what I'm saying is that they culture, because they could still have the same beads and pottery, and you can still have all the same culture. They got colonized by Spaniards. That's why they speak Spanish, which is a European. So that is not their native language, even though their culture could still be the same, even though their language got infused.
Oh, we know it ain't the native language, but I'm saying as far as them being Puerto Ricans, that's their native language. Just like as far as us being Black Americans, English is our native language because we ain't never speak nothing else. Besides,
that's what I'm saying. So we don't really know.
Unless you want to start.
I get what you're saying, but my point is that we don't really know our native language. We don't know our language. That's why we so off because that's why we so off because I feel like most people, just like I feel like most people, if you didn't know your native language, it would unlock certain things when you speak it in your spirit. And I feel like they knew to change that in us so that certain things would stay locked up within you. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're not even talking about that. Let's keep on the topic.
It's got deep on you.
Deep, but yeah, but that's my only issue with the hip hop convo, right? When it started to get like Puerto Ricans, y'all contributed a lot. Y'all contributed a lot. Caribbeans as well. Y'all contributed a lot. But when we start talking about the creators and who y'all had to adapt, y'all had to kind of adapt to act like us to get whatever y'all had inside of y'all.
I give all props to this. I give all props to this because we needed extra energy for this to proliferate to where it's at today, right? So it wasn't Asians. It wasn't Pakistani Indians and niggas over there or Arabs. It was Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans that looked at what we was doing and jumped on. So we giving you your props. Like
we have no issues with giving them niggas they props at all. Y'all helped us grow this shit. Now
we needed the extra push.
Now when we talk about when it comes to growing the culture, it was all of us together that grew.
Yes.
But when we start talking about who started it and whose culture it is for real, who's owner of the culture, that's our shit. That you can't say it's Puerto Rican shit, you can't say it's Jamaican shit. That is our culture.
No, it's African American shit.
Yeah, that's all we say.
MURPH, Wayne, we talking about the Alaskan contributions to hip hop.
Name me an Alaskan artist, all right, since he want to be smart. Name me, and that's MURPH. That's MURPH. Just so
I figured that out. I figured that out. Where you
name me an Alaskan artist that was popping.
Right.
Original hip hop niggas was up in Alaska trapping with the Eskimos and shit, you know?
Yeah.
No, he was up there with the space aliens and the Anunnaki.
Man, but I'm totally on Lord Jamal. I'm with Lord Jamal on that. KRS one thing with KRS-One, he has been wrong a whole bunch of times. If you go over like old interviews and old stuff he said, like he's been wrong a whole bunch of times. So you can't really go by what he be saying. Like
I'm just like, yo, Chris, man, like what's really good, man? Like that's what I would say, Chris. Like, what's really going on? Because why would that's crazy. Like, come on, man. You one of the highest respected lyricists of all time. It's crazy.
It seemed like because he from the Caribbean.
Yeah, but then listen, a lot of these Caribbean cats gotta realize that even though you might be Jamaican, Guyanese, or whatever you is, this, that, third, you was in America. You didn't get people to start doing what they was doing in Jamaica. You started doing what we was doing here. But so what about the black kids that was here that influenced you?
See, this is my issue, right? Because I'm starting to feel like they know they lying. I want to know why though. It's starting to get to that. Cause y'all know y'all lying. And Fat Joe especially, you lying. Cause you a Spanish dude that been around Spanish people, so you know y'all don't really.
You was the only Spanish dude in DITC.
Right.
Come on, right. Diamond D, Lord Finesse, like
Big L,
AG and AG the Giant.
Showtime.
Yeah. Come on, like you was the only Spanish cat in here.
Yeah. So that's why
I tell you right there.
Yeah, so that when you start talking 50-50 talk, it started looking bizarre. Like who sent you? And then you and Busta Rhymes kind of doing the same disrespectful shit at the same time. Busta, you on stage talking about Black Americans ain't got no culture. They got everything from the Jamaicans. He on stage saying that, nigga. I'm like, why is he doing this? This is weird. Like this is weird.
In all respect, because I'm like, Busta's one of the best practitioners. You know, as far as consistency and all that and longevity, the nigga nice. But I'm like, come on, bro.
All this shit make you lose credibility though.
Yeah, that's
when
what I'm
because
saying.
you start looking goofy when you start lying for no and there's no reason why you lying, because we was never trying to take nothing away from no Caribbeans to begin with. And I see this what I try to explain to this is the thing, right? This is a segue, but kind of not. I had to explain to my homeboy, he Jamaican, and I had to explain to him about the Yankee shit. I'm like, don't call me no Yankee because that's derogatory. He like, what you mean by that? I said, what y'all call white Americans? He said, we just call them white. I said, why y'all only call the black Americans Yankees? You don't find nothing wrong with that? And most of the time when y'all use it, because I grew up around Jamaicans, most of the time when y'all use it, is negative.
It's
like, yo, I don't go to that Yankee shit, or that's that Yankee shit. Y'all use it in a negative way.
Calling you a nigga.
Right. But see, this is what I was trying to explain to him. I was like, when we grow up, right, in our households, our grandparents and our moms and our pops, they don't teach us. So what? They don't teach us. He got his whole style from black people, black Americans. But look,
he did not look Jamaican. He was dressed American.
What I was trying to tell this nigga, I was like, when we was,
that's my man. He's about to kill him.
I know. No, we could disagree and still be cool. But look, this is what I was saying. I was like, in our households, right, when we growing up, we don't our parents and our grandparents don't tell us not to mess with other black people because they from different places. We don't fuck with them Africans, don't fuck with them Jamaicans, but y'all grow up a little different than we do, because y'all parents and y'all grandparents be kind of telling y'all don't fuck with us, and we don't grow up like that. When y'all come here, we look at y'all as other black people. Now we might make fun of your clothes because your parents sent you to school when you was young, dressed funny, and we got to teach y'all how to dress. That's what make it so disrespectful, because our clowning you is out of love though. Think about it. Your homeboy, oh, look at your shoes, and then he put you on to some shit and tell you how to dress. That's how that shit go.
Listen, my thing is this. Listen, let me take it to you. Listen, that goes on everywhere, because if you would have been transported to Jamaica when you was a kid and you grew up in Jamaica, they would have made.
I would have had to act.
And you would have
had to adapt to them.
You would have been influenced by what was going on there.
Facts.
So stop it.
Yeah, stop it. Just stop it. That's the only issue. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
African Americans is fly. That's why we run the culture globally. Hip hop is an African American inspired and created culture that the world took on. That's how fly African American kids is. That's how fly we is. We're not lazy. We're not lazy. We very creative. We're very aggressive. We're very driven. We got, like, I'm tired of that narrative and that propaganda. Like, out of all the black indigenous cultures, African Americans at the bottom. No, we actually at the top. There's a lot of us doing it. We are not doing as bad. My thing is that we are not doing as bad as they would like the world to think. Like we ain't all the like.
They said 65% of us is middle class or upper class. 60. That's more than most of us.
The African American man, the average African American man is coming up as far as in stature. The average African American man make like 53,000, which is above the Latino, and just right around where the average white man is. Like we're coming up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? This is the stats,
and we ain't
so
supposed.
Like,
and they still doing little shit to railroad us too, and we still coming up. Like they acting
like they acting like we all work for Ready, Willing, and Able, and we all got out of jail. Most of us ain't in jail. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I'm sorry. Nigga, most African American men are not in jail.
It's only 1% of people. There's only 1% of black people that's going to jail. Like what the fuck nigga talk about? It ain't, because if you think about it, millions of people locked up. It ain't millions of people in jail.
A lot of, and listen, let's take the percentage of how many brothers come out of jail and then become successful. How many African American brothers that come out of jail and be successful? So most of us ain't in jail, and those of us that go to jail come out and be successful after that. Stop it.
Facts. Stop. Facts. We definitely doing our thing. We definitely doing our thing. And we don't be out here worried about, contrary to people belief, we don't, as black Americans, we don't sit in our house worried about other people. Like when they was running around saying niggas beating up Asians, that was cap. I don't know what it was, like, for real, because we spend all our money. We've been spending our money with Asians forever. Like when they was running around, I was, what is this? Like what?
Listen, out of all the black people, African Americans are the most gracious, most accommodating, most let you into ours, even if you won't let us into yours. So how is it this perception we at the bottom? We should actually be at the top as far as integrity, class, vision, drive. Like we're gonna change the whole narrative. My bad. I got a little revolutionary right there with my attitude.
Nah. We there, nigga. I was about to take it somewhere further because I was about to ask you this question, right? Because I'm against the term African American.
I am too. I was just saying that for the day.
I hate that. I'm against it because I ain't African. We've been here 500-600 years. Like let's say, because first of all, it's black people. That's what I'm saying. It was black people already here, but not to get into that, because you know some people don't believe, which is true. Because I've read books with white people saying it was black people here already. So it is what it is.
I read scrolls from ancient black people that have been in America
for thousands of years.
But we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
That's what I'm saying. But the reason why I don't like,
I was just using the term African American because I know that's a regular term. But I don't
like that. I hate that term. I hate it. And I'm gonna show you exactly. Look, the reason why I don't like African American, I'm not African. None of my people speak African. My grandmother, my great grandmother, my great, we could go back hundreds of years and we wasn't speaking no African. So I'm not African. The Africans be trying to use that against us too when we be calling ourselves African American. That's why they be calling us Akatas and all that other shit they be calling us. They be doing that against us too. So I'm like, I'm not on none of that. I'm not no African.
I would have just been saying rebel gentlemen off the back, but I knew they wouldn't have got that yet because that's the brand awareness ain't out.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. But
I'm a rebel gentleman. I'm a rebel gentleman, like straight up, like all day. But anyway, I'm listening, bro.
Yeah, but every time I hear somebody say that, it kind of it does something. I don't like African American.
So
I hate that term.
Bro, we gonna talk behind the scenes. We gonna come up with our own name for what we gonna call the culture. We gonna start promoting that and infuse that into the lingo.
Shit, it's already something out there. People calling it. It's foundational Black Americans.
Yeah, I know FDA, but I don't like that either.
I like that. I like that. The reason why I like that is because you can't we are the foundation of this country.
No, I mean
before Black people was no America.
I'm gonna come up with my own name. I mean, I understand the syntax of foundational Black Americans. That's cool. FDA, all that. Boom, boom. I'm gonna come up with my own name though. Yeah, I mean, we gonna rock with our own name and push that out.
That Zulu Nation shit is out of there. Like, ain't that Africa been
but at one point, at one point in time, that was the right time for that type of name. Black Panthers, Zulu Nation, all that shit.
That was just that was for that time. Yeah, but now, them days is over, man.
We gonna come up with a name that's fire and ain't a sentence. This is gonna be like we just call ourselves something that sound like a tribe.
Word.
I'm interested in seeing that. You're probably gonna have to throw some Swahili words or some other shit together.
No, why can't we make up something? Why can't we actually make a language? Like, listen, languages can be made. This is where I'm at in my mind state. Like,
somebody had a language,
but I'm saying we can make a new language. There's niggas that make new languages all the day. Like Klingon, there's niggas that speak Star Trek Klingon. It's a real language among Trekkies, and they'll speak it to each other and understand each other.
When you really think about it, all languages is made up.
All words is made up. Everything is made up. So I'm like, we could come up with our own language that vibrates with what we vibrate on. Mm-hmm. That take a deeper level of commitment, though. How many niggas is serious to commit into that?
I definitely agree with that. We need to gatekeep. We need to gatekeep our culture a little more. For real. Now we need to gatekeep our culture a little more because we are too accommodating for real, like because we'll let people participate and then next thing you know, this what happens. People start saying, "Oh, we started it. Y'all got it from us."
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
I agree. Yeah, that's what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Camp Low, they made. Come on, man. Camp Low was. Yeah, Camp Low was just using slang. Camp Low wasn't using their own language. They was using slang from like the 70s and the 60s. They was using like old slang. That's what they.
We gonna talk slang. We gotta throw E40. E40 got his own language.
Oh yeah. He got.
We gonna respect the four. We gonna respect the four. The four like
slang. You know basically, this the thing though. Slang is basically another language. When you really think about it, because when proper English is people speaking in English, so American English is already fucked up. So slang is basically another dialect of American English, just like patois is English too. Just like
the
patois is
offshoot of
English too.
French.
No,
the
of
offshoot-
English.
No,
Of English.
patois are offshoot of French.
What,
Well,
the Jamaicans?
there's
The
the
Jamaicans speak
French.
No,
Haitians speak
Jamaican.
patois.
Jamaicans speak patois, nigga. No,
Yeah, no,
Jamaicans speak Creole or whatever.
Yeah.
No, what Haitians speak? They don't speak patois. They Jamaicans speak patois.
They speak patois. It's a combination of English and French.
Well, the Haitians version, the Jamaicans call theirs patois too, and it's a combination
of
English.
So it's two
English.
patois.
Yeah.
The Haitians is
No,
French.
both of it is difficult. I remember I was working with some Jamaican brothers, and this mother came up to me and said something when I wasn't used to hearing a full thick ass accent. I looked at the white dude. What did he just say to me? After a while, you start learning though. The drill movement.
See, look at Rod D. These niggas know what I'm talking about. Got to gatekeep our shit, like, because he said the drill is kind of COINTELPRO-ish, like it is.
And my man Rod D, his real name is BMR, Big Money Rod.
Big Money Rod.
I told you the Haitians speak Creole. That's what I said. The Haitians speak Creole. Jamaicans speak patois. I grew up around Jamaicans. That's how I know that. Like,
yo, we got sauce.
Salute the moon rocks. Salute
rock. Much love, big dog.
Salute sauce. Salute sauce. Sauce in the sauce.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm still working.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
I mean, look like he a doctor saving lives and shit.
Yeah, that's what he do.
Like that out here.
Was good.
I like
Dr. Sauce out here, man.
Dr. Sauce is fire. Dr. Sauce. Fuck Dr. Seuss and Dr. Sauce.
Yeah, word.
Dr. Sauce, man.
Yeah, we was just up here talking about like the creation of hip hop and it being Black American culture and everybody else trying to latch onto it, saying they started it, but it's really like Black American culture. Like that's.
I mean, they did that with rock and roll. They did that with the blues. They did that with all genres that was created by Black. So I don't know why we're surprised.
But we can't let it. This the thing though.
That's what I said earlier. I said we let them take everything else. We putting a flag down here. Y'all
the reason why. Good.
No, I was saying their best shot was Eminem. Like, that was their best shot.
I'm gonna show you why. This is the thing, right? You know why?
I didn't say they did it. I'm saying that was their best shot.
But look, I'm gonna show you why it's kind of hip hop is a little different than other music genres because it's kind of impossible to steal. Because I'm gonna show you, hip hop could be me going outside at the park and just throwing a cookout, putting speakers out there. That's hip hop. Like you can't really steal that shit.
Yeah, you can't steal the.
It's kind of hard. They can't steal the culture. Yeah, so them trying. That's why. That's why Eminem don't really hit like that. Like even though people like Eminem could rap, but no, we ain't really listening to Eminem, to be honest with you. Like you know what I'm saying? We not really.
Not today, but he had a wave. We're not gonna lie, he didn't have a wave though. We not listening.
But I'm saying even
during his wave.
Hold on though, even during his wave though, when people said he was wilding, you go to the cookout, you wasn't hearing Eminem. Like this, is what I'm saying.
Because he wasn't.
I don't know. I was in New York. I heard Eminem at some cookouts.
Not in the hood. I did.
I'm in the hood in New York.
What they was playing? Like, what was they playing? Like, this shit was rapping about killing his moms and all that shit.
No, the shit with him.
Yeah, but shit with him and other people don't count. Like, shit with him and other people don't really count.
It counts because it was on his album.
Track. I mean, you wasn't hearing no. You know what? Quarter Waterman, I get your point because they wasn't playing his number one hits. Like right now, West Coast, they not like us, like Kendrick. Is being played all over the place because that's part of the culture.
That's a part of the culture.
It's gonna be up for a Grammy, all that shit. Slim Shady, real Slim Shady, like his number one hits. You're not playing those at the cookout.
Nowhere. You'll never hear that. I'm gonna show you.
B-side, you may get some play.
But look, I'm gonna show you. Even in if you got a black cookout, I'm talking about right now. Look, if you had a black cookout, I ain't hear it. If you had a black cookout right now, right, and it's all black people from all just everywhere, just all black people, and you play Sorry Mama, they gonna look at you crazy.
Yeah,
I
like
never
I
met
said,
that.
you're
But now
not
look, I'm
gonna
hold
hear the
on. I
hits,
ain't
though.
done. Hold on now. But if you that same cookout, if you play, you think you a wankster, but you never. That's all old, both the same old. But people
Right.
vibe to that. They not listening to no goddamn Eminem. That shit ain't outside of our culture. That's why it don't knock like
You're
that.
I
not
listen to
listening to it
Eminem.
now. I'm talking
I
about in the
listen.
moment. I was there.
Even back then.
I didn't
I was
listen
a
to
young
Jay
nigga.
Crazy.
I was a young
Listen,
nigga. It was supposed to be my crowd listening to it. We was
I
not
was
listening to that
younger.
nigga in the
I
street.
wasn't listening to Eminem his first album at
Yeah,
all.
you wasn't.
But that Marshall Mathers LP.
Thank you.
sorry.
I'm like, yo, niggas, Sticky
That one,
Fingers. He had
yeah.
Onyx. Niggas in the hood was listening to that
Nah, we
nigga. Y'all
listened
niggas
to that.
bugging.
Yeah.
Jersey,
You keep
the
forgetting
Outlaws,
Dr. Dre was behind them.
the Outlaws. Niggas
Yeah,
was
I don't care
fucking with
nothing
the
about
hard
that. Niggas
rock.
was not. I'm just keeping it in my
No,
where I
you
was at.
wasn't. You
That's what I'm
wasn't in
saying.
your
That's why
cookout.
I'm
Nigga.
not
That's
talking about every.
anecdotal though.
But see,
That's
this is the thing.
anecdotal. But bro,
You
listen.
arguing with yourself. I'm not
You
talking about
wasn't.
everybody else. I said where I was at. I didn't hear no Eminem
No, but what
playing
you
in the
said, you
street.
made a
Like,
double statement. You saying where you was at, but then you trying to contribute it to a generality. With
How?
that's that's because you saying that nobody was doing it. I'm telling you that
I
you
said where I was at.
No,
What
but
are
you
you
said
talking
that
about?
wasn't no nigga. That's what you said, bro. That's
I
you
was
said
talking
no.
about now. I said the example.
Now,
I said
okay.
I said now. If you play some old Eminem at a cookout, niggas gonna look
Yeah.
at you crazy now.
Well, first and foremost,
That's what I
Yeah, but
said.
no,
So
but
I'm
your
talking about
original
back then.
statement was that nobody ever played Eminem at a cookout. That was your original statement. It didn't have no time period on it. I said
I still
back.
stand
Well,
on
listen,
that.
let me finish. I said back in the day when he was in his heyday. Yes, I was at cookout. Niggas played him, nigga. Like
I'm
whether what
standing
you
on that.
saying is not true.
I'm standing on that. Not hearing no Eminem at the cookout.
Yeah, you
still,
didn't hear
even
it, but
back
that's
then.
anecdotal. We talking in generality. You wasn't in
I'ma
LA.
say-
You wasn't in Detroit. You wasn't in
I'm saying
Chicago. You wasn't
so
in
that
New York.
means we both speaking in generalities too. Because if you
No, I'm
just heard him,
speaking in generality. I'm not speaking
How?
anecdotal.
You
I'm
was
saying I was
everywhere?
all over the country. I was traveling, so I heard Eminem and different
so
shit at
you was
different
everywhere
cookouts.
at every
You
cookout.
talking?
This one.
No,
I'm
that's not what
saying-
I'm saying. I'm just saying. Look,
That don't even make
Sauce
no
laughing.
that don't even
Sauce
make
laughing.
Blaq
I was over the country more than you. You was stuck in Connecticut. You talking about Connecticut?
I was
in the
never
Connecticut
stuck.
cookout.
That's what I'm saying. You confused. You don't get confused what you think you know. When I was 17, I was messing with a chick in Baltimore traveling back then. That's what I'm saying. Don't think you think what you know.
Nigga,
Like,
that's the East Coast. You been
I
to
put-
LA? You
I've
to
been to
Seattle?
LA too. I ain't
been
been
to
to no Seattle, but I
You been to
wasn't going. Listen,
Chicago? You been to
listen. What I'm
Chicago,
saying.
Detroit?
Listen. What can I speak?
Houston, Austin.
Can
No,
I
I'm
speak?
saying you
Listen-
speaking a lot, bro. I'm just
No.
saying. I'm just chiming in.
Listen. What I'm saying. I'm
Because I know
saying
you
me
got a
or
strong
you.
opinion.
I'm saying me or you was not at every single cookout everywhere. So we both speaking.
The fact that I was at cookouts in multiple states and they played Eminem is enough to make my point. Your point is that nobody was playing it.
I'm 100%. I'm look. I'm 100%.
Listen.
Listen. I'm 100% willing to bet you they was not playing no Eminem nowhere down south and no fucking. I'm willing to bet you money on that right now.
I just said LA, Detroit. I'm talking about up north to the west, this, that, and third. You act like
He's
just
from
because you
Detroit.
in a certain place that niggas won't be playing niggas. It's like right now, ain't nobody playing Kendrick Lamar
Watch
like
this.
Sauce said, but I guarantee we go to LA tonight, everybody playing that nigga. But because you over here on the East Coast, you won't think that ain't nobody playing them. That's how you talking.
Why they still
That's
playing?
the logic.
Wait, let me interject real quick. Just to piggyback. Because the reason why I brought up Eminem, not saying Eminem wasn't getting no spins. The whole point of me bringing up Eminem was that was their best shot because that's like the greatest
white
rapper ever. But Eminem, Eminem was invited to the cookout, but he didn't embody the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like the hood can't relate to Eminem to a point where we can relate to a Big. We can relate.
That's why
to
they ain't
Jay,
playing that nigga
Dipset.
at no cookout. Can I say something? Let me say this. Let me say this one thing without getting. Let me say this. Let me say no. I'm even talking about back then. Let me say something. Right. Look at the rappers from Detroit. Look at the rappers from Detroit. Right. I swear to God, all of the young rappers that's supposed to grow up on Eminem, none of them niggas listen to that nigga. And they'll all tell you that T Grizzly, Still a Baby, Sada Baby.
I don't even listen to Biggie, and I'm in Harlem. I got young boys that's like, I don't want to hear no rap and shit like that. I just want to hear Dre.
No, these niggas. Can I finish? These niggas, T Grizzly and them niggas ain't young like them niggas you talking about. T Grizzly is like 30. These niggas ain't. These are the niggas that's supposed to.
How old? Niggas to me, I'm 48. A nigga that's 30 is like a kid to me. So I'm
a
talking
nigga
about
that's 30 ain't. A nigga
I'm
that's
talking
30
about same
telling you
age
he
range.
don't want to hear Biggie.
Yup,
Like,
these
what?
niggas in Harlem right now. I can walk
Absolutely.
outside on the block. They like, I don't want to hear all that rapidy rap shit. They call it
They
rapidy
don't,
rap.
yeah.
But you don't know that. I got
I
niggas
don't
that
know
don't want to
about
hear
that,
me. They
yo.
like, nigga, you do that rapidy rap
Because
shit.
we
I don't
don't
want
want
to
to
hear
listen to
that.
this mumble rap shit, and them niggas is 30. The Migos is
Keeping it
old
real.
now. They pushing 30 now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you
They
is
started that
the
mumble shit.
niggas that's 30 that's supposed to have grew up on Eminem will tell you they was not listening to that nigga in
He
Detroit.
grew up on Eminem.
So how the but
Nigga, you wildin'.
who?
I willing to
He
bet
grew
bread
up
on
on
that
Eminem.
one. You wildin'. Let's get
Oh,
some
I
niggas
was
from
grown. I
Detroit
was
in
grown
here.
when that nigga Eminem
No,
came out.
let's get some niggas from Detroit in here. That's from that period when
Go
he was
get 'em.
popping.
With
Go
Eminem.
get
Let's
'em.
get them niggas.
You go get him. I guarantee you they'll tell you niggas ain't listening to that nigga in no
So then
fucking
how
Detroit.
the nigga sell so many records?
Because he
if
sell it to
brothers
white
wasn't
people.
listening?
Because he sell it to white people. Most
But
people that
brothers
sell
had to
records is
vouch
selling
for
to
him. He
white
was
people.
already out in the culture before
Man.
he blew.
Man, it's
Before
a white rapper. It's a white rapper right now named I think Tom McDonald or some shit that be damn near rapping racist shit that be getting millions of views and not no nigga up here know who that
Eminem
nigga
Now
got
is.
it's different.
the respect of the
Millions
culture.
of views
Eminem
is
got the
different
respect
from
of the
million
culture
records.
from rhyming.
That's the
He ain't
same
got the
shit with
respect.
Eminem. The cosign, the reason why Eminem get respect was the cosign from niggas.
No, and
Once he
because
started
could
getting
actually
around
rap.
Dre and them, that's where the cosign. But if he'd have been by himself, he'd have never got nothing. Like he would have had no respect. What are you talking about? What's Cat?
No, I didn't say nothing was cat. What I
No,
said
I'm
was that he
talking
could
about
actually
the
rap.
what's in it?
I
Who?
said he could
Eminem?
There's so many topics.
Probably the white dude too. Probably. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was like, he could actually rap.
Who?
You know what I mean?
Nah.
No, Eminem, he could actually rap. That's
Yeah,
what
he can rap.
There's plenty of white rappers before. There was white rappers before him, and ain't nobody gave them the
And it's
respect they
white
gave
rappers
Eminem.
after. Yeah.
Beastie
White
Boys
rappers
was a whole.
before.
Nobody talking about the Beastie Boys like they was ill
but
lyrics.
hip hop wasn't even that big back then. Like that's a whole different time.
It's talking about
how?
white. The Beastie Boys is one of the biggest groups ever in hip hop.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you, hip hop when the Beastie Boys was out, hip hop when Beastie Boys was out, and hip hop when Eminem was out was like two different hip hop. They wasn't selling records like that back then.
No, but they
like
wasn't lyricists. You could have you had lyricists back then. You had lyricists back then. Beastie Boys was out. My crux was that nobody ever talked about the Beastie Boys like they were lyricists. We talk about Eminem as a lyricist.
Wait, real quick, to prove it to you.
I'm not arguing with that. He can rap.
Listen, Nas even said it on Ether, like Eminem murdered you on your own shit.
Oh,
like he can't give Eminem more respect than that. He's dissing Jay like, yo, this nigga true.
Yeah,
bro.
that's a song. That was Jay-Z's song. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I agree with that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not delusional. I'm just saying, as far as an Eminem song by himself, you ain't hearing that shit at no cookout or nowhere where it's a bunch of niggas at. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nowadays, but you gonna tell me in Detroit when Proof was alive and all these
exactly.
niggas? Like,
I agree. A.R. Hendricks. I agree. Eminem just the style of music he got ain't really cookout music. So I don't know what song you gonna play at the cookout. Like this one, I'm trying to figure that shit out because that's confusing to me. He really got.
I've heard songs at cookouts that shouldn't be played at cookout, but the vibe is so hot because that song is just the shit. Niggas play it because the shit is in it.
That's what I'm saying. What
in
song?
the vibe.
What song could that be?
My thing is that for a nigga to think that in Eminem's heyday that niggas in Detroit wasn't banging that nigga, especially when he was putting mad niggas on cookout, whatever, is crazy.
He ain't put none of them street niggas on. I don't know what niggas he put. All them niggas he put on was his friends.
50 Cent? He put 50 Cent on.
That's a nigga. I'm talking about niggas from Detroit though. You talking about Detroit niggas?
Fucking OB Trice or what?
It
doesn't matter if they street niggas. It doesn't matter. They black. He put black.
But I'm talking about the streets. But the streets ain't. But this one I'm trying to tell you. The streets wasn't listening to this nigga. Point. Like I get he was putting his niggas on.
I was there when he was coming to New York chewing niggas the fuck up.
I ain't saying he can't rap. I ain't confused. He can rap, but his music. But I'm saying his style of the style of music he got ain't really cookout. Ain't even cookout savvy. Like what?
That ain't got nothing to do with when a nigga hot though. When a nigga hot, that shit override all that shit. When a nigga hot, that shit. This nigga's playing that Kendrick Lamar shit at the cookout that he dissed Drake. That ain't cookout music.
Why it's not?
That's true.
That's not
It's a
cookout
diss
music.
record because we wasn't
It's a
playing
diss record. It's
in the
definitely not.
record.
Your grandma
Listen,
there, your aunt there,
The
your
reason
mom's
why,
there.
no,
What
I
you
ain't talking.
talking?
I'm
Kids
not
running
talking
around.
about. See,
That's
y'all
how I
talking
fuck
about
your
it being
bitches, man.
vulgar. I'm
We
not
ain't playing
talking
that
about.
cookout.
I'm not talking about it being vulgar. I'm talking about the style of music Eminem had. He talking about beating up his moms, killing, burying his mom. Hey, who the fuck is playing that at a cookout? Y'all niggas tripping, man.
You ain't saying
Niggas
that
act
every
like I
rhyme,
wasn't
though.
outside when
But
I
he
was
not
little.
right.
When
He
was
not
they
saying
playing
that in
this
every
nigga?
rhyme,
When?
though. Every single rhyme he
That
got
wasn't
ain't like that.
that wasn't every song.
And
though.
all them shit.
Niggas was playing that Mom
I'm
Spaghetti,
asking you.
Moms
I'm
is ready. Niggas was playing
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
facts.
Niggas was
That's
playing that
facts.
shit that ain't had nothing to
Lose
do
yourself
with
was at the
killing your
cookout.
moms.
Lose
Where was
yourself
Where
was
you
at the
wasn't,
cookout.
that's what I'm saying, nigga.
Where was
I'm
I
telling you,
at
I
though?
heard it.
Was that
I don't
shit.
have
Where
to
was
say
I?
no to me. I heard it at a
Lose
cookout.
yourself
That's
was
so
that
therefore
shit.
that's a rap. You didn't hear that at a cookout. I
Now
heard
lose
that at a
yourself because 8 Mile was a dope movie.
Thank you. He's
What the
trying to
hell
run
that got to do with a cookout, man?
Because
Niggas
lose yourself,
was
yo, the
fucking
shit
with
won
him.
an Oscar, but before we was even on that type of shit, that song was fucking dope. It was well written, and you heard that shit playing.
I'm almost mad. I'm on Quarter Water TV
Yeah,
advocate for Eminem.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Right. I don't feel
The
good
reason,
about
this my thing, right? This my thing, right? This my thing, right? I used to like the first, I think his second and his third album. I used to listen to Eminem, right? I'm in the clubs like crazy back then. This one, I don't give a fuck with nobody. I'm all over the place. I am in the street for real back then.
Okay,
I was not hearing this nigga nowhere.
Though, but you said
that's
cookout.
Cookout's the same. It's the same. Damn near the same mixture as the club, like the music.
Strippers at a club.
Say
Nigga.
he's trolling.
But I'm saying the same style of music is damn near the same. I'm not trolling shit, nigga.
But no, honestly,
Period.
to be fair, cookout music
Yes.
is totally different from club music. Like, yeah,
Why?
we didn't hear Eminem, but I was listening to Frankie Beverly, nigga. It's a different.
They'll play that. Look. Hold on. Let me show you something. I done been in a club, right, and they done play Frankie Beverly in there too.
That's a dope ass club.
Yo,
Let's go. What's up?
I'll hear that Frankie Beverly before I hear Eminem, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you?
I'm with you on that. I haven't listened to Eminem in like 12 years.
I'm talking about his heyday too. I'm talking about when he was popping. Most of his music was played on the radio.
You talking about what you was experiencing, bro? Like you wasn't around. Like I was outside. Like they was banging that nigga. And if you think niggas didn't play his shit that he put on at the cookout, you wildin'. My thing is that I agree with you. I'll say this. I agree with you. Most cookouts probably not, but for you to say that no black niggas was playing and shit, that's especially during this heyday.
I'm saying literally not black. You can't say
black, but he was bumping Eminem crazy.
Thank you. That nigga was everywhere.
But see, this is the thing. If you take one or two outliers, you'll say one nigga. Look, he took one family member. Was the rest of them playing that nigga?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because me personally, I said I've been at multiple things, multiple like family events where they played it.
Run real quick.
I bet.
I've been at multiple family events where they played Eminem back, especially back in the heyday. So for you, this is a refutable argument because what you saying is anecdotal, and what I'm saying, nigga, I did hear it. You saying you didn't. It's both valid. Just because you didn't hear it, don't mean that.
I said that to begin with. I said
no, but you trying to say was it no? You know, no. What you trying to say is I'm a street nigga. I was outside. No nigga was playing this shit at a cookout.
I'm disagreeing with y'all, just like y'all saying one thing. I'm saying the other thing. What's wrong with my argument?
No,
I'm saying this is my point.
You trying to say that wasn't no nigga play that you don't understand?
You saying in general he was right?
No, I'm saying in general that some people was playing this shit, especially in the heyday. That don't make no sense for no nigga to be playing this shit. That nigga was fucking one of the biggest niggas ever.
Yeah, but I'm not saying literally not every. I'm not saying 100% of people was not playing that nigga. That would be impossible.
What was that nigga's first single? Because I remember I had got a free.
His first single was the Slim Shady. His first single was a Slim Shady LP, but the single that blew him up was after he got with Dr. Dre and My Name Is.
I Am. And they started playing that. That's when I am whatever you say I am.
I bought that joint over to Carol Live, and me, Fatty, Dave. I even think Sauce was here. He was a little kid and shit. And we played that motherfucker, and everybody was just quiet listening because they was listening to his lyricism. It was like
that ain't no music. That's what I'm saying. That's not no music you play that had no good time. That's my point. Like I used to listen to Eminem too. That wasn't no shit that you play at no cookout or no shit like that. Like that's all I'm saying. Like
I'm saying that niggas play shit at cookout. It ain't all about.
So why they ain't still playing? So why they ain't still playing it then?
Nigga, why they ain't playing motherfucking a lot of old niggas? They ain't playing DOS Effects either. They ain't playing fucking Redman either. Like,
but this the thing.
Why they not playing a lot of niggas? Like, what are we talking about?
This the thing. This the thing. That's a cap though. If you go to a cookout, you will hear somebody play DOS Effects. You will hear somebody
play when the last time you heard a nigga
go
play
to
DOS
anytime I go to a they start playing old school shit, they liable to play anything old school. They will not play that.
I'm good off all this. They not playing a lot of old niggas. Stop it. CL Smooth. I could start naming mad niggas. Edo G and the Bulldogs. Why they not playing this shit? Why they not playing mad? But I'll hear
where they reminisce over you. They'll play that. I don't know what you talking about. They'll still play some of them shits. I'm capping now. You are capping. You'll hear that before you hear. You'll hear that before you hear Eminem. I bet you hear.
I ain't heard of Edo G and the Bulldogs.
Oh, I agree with that. That Edo G shit probably right.
Ain't no party lately, and I just came back to New York from partying in 3 different states. I ain't hear them niggas play none of that shit.
Nah, I agree with that.
They ain't play none of that. They ain't play none of that. They ain't play no old school nothing. They ain't play fucking Black Sheep. Them niggas ain't getting no play now.
That depends. If you go to a kid cookout, they gonna be playing kid shit. But if you go to an older people cookout,
man, I'm weird.
So what music was they playing? That's what I'm saying. What was they playing?
Ain't playing that. They playing Chef G. They playing the new shit.
The old niggas. Old niggas is playing
that? I haven't thought of that.
The old niggas is playing Biggie, Pun. They ain't playing fucking Edo G, CL Smooth.
The niggas from that era, but the niggas from Edo G and them era is playing that. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't hear it. And I've been outside. Cool. I'm outside currently.
You said Cellar Dwellers. Shout out Cellar Dwellers.
I ain't hear them niggas either.
Them niggas had one song,
No matter the Artifacts. I ain't hear them niggas either. I ain't hear the Outlaws either.
One hit niggas. You comparing a bunch of one hit niggas. Them niggas that had one song.
They had a couple of summers. UMCs. I'm like, I don't even hear no Dead Prez shit. I don't hear none of that shit unless I'm at some revolutionary shit.
Yo,
Dead Prez was popping. You wasn't hearing them niggas nowhere but no revolutionary shit.
No, when it was popping, when they had that hip hop,
that one song.
When they had Bigger Than Hip, no, when they had that fucking Shorty song too, I forgot how the lyrics go. Them niggas was running for a minute, and niggas was banging they shit. We not even gonna act like that. Niggas was definitely banging Dead Prez outside the revolutionary.
Not like that. They had 1-2 songs that niggas was playing. Niggas was not
Bronx,
playing.
They was playing them niggas in the hood in the Bronx.
This nigga just argumentative. Like this
I'm telling you what it was. I'm telling you because I was dead. You telling me because you heard it.
So where was I? When you think I was dead back then? I was a grown man.
No, but I was in Brooklyn with Dead Prez, bro. I was there. I was there with the Lights. I was there with Stronghold. I was actually like physically there, like there. That's what I'm saying. It's different when you actually physically there.
All right, cool.
Def Squad.
Good show today. I feel good. Bro.
Jamal from Def Squad. Who the fuck? Which one was Jamal? Was that
he talking about Jamal from Illegal
the group though?
Jamal.
Yeah, I was thinking of
the group. They got separated.
Malik, it was Malik and Jamal. Yeah. Malik was the dark skinned one, right?
Yeah. They both was nice though.
Yeah, Malik got that song with Monica that was still fire.
Yeah, and then Jamal got that shit solo. Yeah, both the niggas is nice though. Both the niggas is nice. They probably still nice.
Oh shit.
All right, so hey, you want to check out and react to those to that video that you have prepped up?
Yeah, pull it up.
All right, let's go. Coming to the stage here. Let me turn off background music. Let's bring this puppy up on the stage.
Okay, go ahead. I want to pop it. You say you do Nassau? Wait, you're not in Nassau. Intern. Wait, and you're majoring in business analytics. Okay, and for what? Master's degree? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You sure? Oh, I'm just playing.
I'm sorry. Okay. So why did we end up popping heads? the only reason why I popped his is because I felt like I liked his career a little bit more.
Okay.
It froze again. That shit's still doing that
Private
shit.
security. I own my
It's skipping a little for me. It's moving this time better
It's
than it was
frozen on
last
my
time.
screen. It's frozen.
Yeah, I seen this one too. I seen this pocket balloon.
Few units. That's kind of my goal right now. I got my first unit right now, so learning the game right now. Kind of where I see as an entrepreneur, landowner.
I feel like I could build with you because I don't mind like building, but I don't know. I just want like somebody that has like both. Like I could build with him, but you still have like a stable income.
Right. I respect that.
I feel like now I regret popping his balloon.
You're regretting it?
Yeah.
Why? What's going on? Why are we regretting it?
Because he popped his balloon.
I mean, go ahead. Well, I want you to follow your heart, though. You know, if he had the better answer, see the reason why he popped it.
No, but I think I want my balloon back with him.
Oh? Do you want your balloon back?
I would wait.
No, not that you're an option though. Like you're not you're not a second option.
All right, that's it.
can't
That's
say
it.
that.
Okay.
Okay, let's get another balloon for him.
Balloon, okay.
So let's go see what's going on back there.
I just because she was gonna choose him, man. Just because like
You don't want to be a
stunning.
second.
Like I like your style. I just feel like you was gonna choose him, and that's just gonna be in the back of my mind, and I don't want to put you through that.
Okay.
And I know how I can get if I feel like I'm an option. So that's all.
Okay, thank you.
That's the only reason, though. It ain't nothing else.
Okay.
I promise. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back over here. Why did we end up popping?
So I felt like you was only going to give me a chance because I said a certain word, which was NASA. So that's why I went ahead and popped, because I feel like it's more to me than just my job. So that's why I popped.
Yo, I got something for you.
Pause this, bro.
You're right.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's their law.
What you was about to say?
Now, listen, Shorty a cutie. You know what I mean? She seemed, happy. But I'm like, you talking to the man that actually already manifested what he doing. You know what I mean? And then you go for the man because he said he an intern at NASA. He ain't getting paid.
He ain't getting paid at all. Like
MURPH, like simping ain't easy.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, it's amazing how certain buzzwords just triggers.
she just heard NASA and she lost her mind.
She didn't even hear intern. She heard NASA.
NASA, yeah, and he caught that too. Like, but guys, you can play that shit, guys.
All right, here we go.
There's a few different videos on this.
A lot of red pill manosphere content, and I've come to a realization. These men are so anti-progression and hate progressive ideas because a lot of these progressive ideas are rooted within anti-capitalist sentiment. The reason why they hate that is because a lot of what is considered to be masculine by these men and by these people is tied to or within capitalism and capitalist thought. Things like therapy and emotional support are replaced with the gym and just buying a new car. So the whole man's midlife crisis. Things like trauma and very real alienation that so many people are feeling across the board are replaced with grind set, business, LLC, that type of stuff. You look at a lot of these pundits, Andrew Tate is a very good example. When he's talking about what a man should be in peak masculinity, he's also talking about it and saying what he's saying with clips of him and his opulence and his wealth. Those of us who have actually engaged with introspection and self-reflection listen to arguments like, what color is your Bugatti? We think and we know that argument is absolutely preposterous and it's not even really an argument. To the people in Andrew Tate's audience, associated success and masculinity with wealth and opulence, it's the perfect argument and it puts us in our place every single time. There is this law.
I ain't gonna front. You know why that's some
wife, a dog, 2 kids, and
you know why that's some
maintaining that.
You know why that's some real shit? Because a motherfucker nowadays is saying nigga ain't a man because he got a regular job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't got a whole bunch of money. That's most of the country.
You know
what I'm saying?
So I remember back in the day, I was riding in a Chevy Cavalier, and I had picked up Dave, and he at the time he had that green Lexus, and we was just riding the Cavalier. He tried to holler at some bras back then, and they were like, "Not in a Chevy Cavalier," and Dave was like, "Man, I got a Lexus, bitch," and then the girl was like, Where it at? But you do have the female sect that is look at what you riding, what you wearing.
Oh, definitely. That always been like that.
Always been a thing. Yeah.
Always been a thing.
Homie seem a little soft, you know what I mean?
He definitely soft, man. That's half the internet, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean, he seemed a little soft.
Definitely.
My thing is that, first of all, what else but a man could define what masculinity is? That's the first thing.
Facts.
Like it's men that's going to define what other
and they got to be masculine men too at that.
Yeah, that get up and get it. To me, my personal, as far as from the energy of what this is doing right here, I'm like, yo, it's real soft energy in me.
He do get
that. Personally, I'm like this. This is my mind state is like, you know, men and women, we look for two different things, right? Women, like our thing is that, yo, show that you accomplish, and you show that you accomplish some things by being well, you know what I mean, being organized and having some out. It's like a peacock. The male peacock has the feathers that show all the colors. So you want to show your colors. Women, you know what I'm saying? As far as a man looking at a woman, we ain't looking at her for all those colors. You know, we want some peace. Know that you down with what I'm doing with, and that you're gonna be loyal. You know what I mean? So we ain't looking for all the colors like that. So when he says that, yo, masculinity is like, I'm like, listen, you should put yourself in a position to afford a woman. That's just how I feel. Like, you should be able to afford the woman that you want.
Facts.
Not that she with you just because you could afford her, because you don't want that, but you definitely should be able to afford her. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't mind my buying stuff for a short. I mean, I ain't gonna be frivolous. We ain't doing that. But I'm just saying, I don't mind my woman looking good because it's a reflection of me. If I have it, if I choose to make a shorty my woman, you know?
Right.
So for him right there, I mean, he just coming off a little soft. I need somebody that's a little more aggressive to deliver the message.
And just buying a new car. No, the whole man's midlife crisis.
He said, salute, life,
things like trauma.
There are some out of men that, you know, they're in their masculine and they understand that you're supposed to pursue a woman and court her and how to treat a woman. You know, they understand they're supposed to protect and provide. But then you have the other half where they're just trying to figure out life and figure out where they fit in at. So a lot of them beat on their chest like King Kong and say they're alpha when they're really just a beta. Then you got some of them that claim that I'm masculine when they're really feminine. Society and a lot of things that's on social media, especially red pill content, got messed up. Well, men messed up.
Why do you think women are labeled delusional?
Now, to say about that, I kind of agree with what she was saying, because niggas be extreme red pill. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It got to be some kind of balance. Like, a lot of these niggas is just extra with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
now I'll be like, I see a lot of these dating podcasts, you know, where the men call the women delusional, and I do agree a lot of them are delusional. But yo, a lot of men are delusional too. Like,
facts.
Listen,
yeah, facts.
If you ain't out here really setting a foundation down, then you don't. Me personally, I don't feel you deserve a woman if you ain't setting a foundation down. And especially if you at a certain age, you should definitely have some roots. You know what I mean? So that's just my particular feeling.
Nah, I agree.
Well, I seen this one thing where Kevin Samuels was explaining to a young man when he was talking about how in the situation where he was coming out of college, he was about to graduate, how most of the women that wanted a husband, it was coming fresh out of college, grabbing a dude that's like 35, 36 that already established and already was locked in because they wanted to start a family. And Kevin was like, yo, it's a difficult decision for these women to make when they're picking a mate to build a family. Just because you got a degree does not guarantee you success. He said Kevin said he thought it was a marketing thing. Society doesn't mark you the right way. You need to let these women know they could trust you and you're ambitious and you're on the same page for them to run that gamble on you, because they're guaranteed if the dude already got his shit set up, they're not guaranteed with you. So it's you not being able to market yourself to these women is a reason why you're failing. It's a bad one, which made a lot of sense to me.
If you a man, you should. If you a man, you should just get the woman in your league. Don't try to shoot outside your league. That's the whole shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
No,
get who like you. Like.
But I feel as men, we accept that. Like the brother that's a cashier at CVS at 42, He know he gonna like we'll deal with what's on our level. That's what men do. You're gonna deal with the options you got. It's
Facts.
the women now.
They are
I'm not saying
delusional.
Yeah, I'm not saying the men are delusional on that point. We delusional on a different level, but the women are delusional on that point.
What
Why
level
would a
you
man
think we delusional on? What level you think we delusional on?
And then when I say we, I don't mean us.
No, just men in general. Yeah, not
in
us.
general.
Yeah.
I think a certain population of the men that aren't out here getting it, like really focused on getting it, and out here just like really just wasting time. I'm like, no, I don't feel it. Like, of course, that's why you get played by shorties. This is why you going through whatever you're going through. So I say delusional as far as like a man that's like, come on, you know, you're not out here because we out here doing what we supposed to do. It's evident because we at an age range where it should be evident that something that you think actually took root. Right. Boom. There's men out here in our age range that I'm like, yo, you trying to get a shorty, you shouldn't even be focused on a woman. Like,
you better go get a job, nigga.
So that's what I mean by delusional. That's what I mean by delusional.
It's a lot of niggas like that. It is a lot of niggas like that. It's a certain pocket of niggas. I get it.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
So get what you were saying, so I just wanted to clear it.
Yeah, so I'm saying men are delusional on that, but for the most part, we gonna acknowledge and rock with the range that we in.
You right, though. Yeah, you right.
It's shorties that are like, I could just waste my time, become 36, 42, and you know what I mean, have mad attitude and all this, that, and the third, and still get the man that you want in your mind, and not think about what that man might want. And what that man most likely wants is peace. I don't want a lot of attitude.
Nah.
And I want you to get involved in what I'm doing because what I'm doing is working. That, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know what's the most frustrating part about the delusion on a woman's part of it? Like the fact that it's gonna be a lot of them that's gonna just die by themselves, like, and it really shouldn't be like that because we really supposed to be working together, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't really see that, they don't really get it. They think, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, oh yeah, it's always gonna be another nigga, but it might be, but you know what I'm saying? You gonna end up.
But no, that's the thing.
One day it's gonna run out. It ain't gonna be another nigga.
No, listen, that's the thing. They gotta understand that, and this is the thing that I think that's going on, is that people just won't accept the incarnation at the end. You're a woman, right? So you might get a lot of attention from 20 to 35. I'm talking about ridiculous attention where you just look at men like, I could just get another one of you. There's gonna come a day where your DMs ain't that fooled up. You paying for your own drinks. You know what I mean? And when that day hit, it's gonna be a monster for you. Because the difference between men and women, I was just talking to my uncle, and he was just like, my uncle was like 72 when I was talking to, and he's like, listen, a woman 18 years old, especially if she's attractive, man, she can get on a yacht, she can do whatever she wants. The world's her oyster. You as a young male at 18 years old, they ain't letting you on a yacht unless you part of something or you something.
Facts.
Right? Now you in your 40s and you finally got organized to where your money's starting to look right. Now you in your prime.
Yep.
And this is the thing they don't understand. It's like, yo, when you was in your prime, you was like whatever, right? So why you asking me when I'm in my prime? Because I'm like, you know, I'm in my 40s. I still, man, shorty still, all three of us, they like Jules like that, you know what I mean? Like under 30 with the shorty, like it ain't nothing. It's different when you in your 40s and you a shorty. Like, when the flip happens, it's brutal.
It's a nasty flip.
It's a nasty flip.
It's a nasty because the turnaround ain't even equal. The turnaround is nasty, and a lot of them don't think like that. A lot of them think they still gonna be that same young chick that they what. It don't really get like that. Get nasty.
No, you know it's funny. They be looking at themselves in the mirror, and they might still look good. Like saying like, shorty, you might still look good, but you getting a lot of just pure sexual energy from brothers. Ain't nobody really trying to lock you in. Boom. Right. But in their mind, when they look, they still think they look like they 32. Shorty 45, thinking she still like she 32. Like, no, man, you look good, but you don't look 32.
Yeah, you look 45, but you just look good for 45.
Yeah, you look like a nice ride at the amusement park. That's where you at now.
Your MURPH hit. Nah, we all settled at some point. We like blowjob sandwiches. Pretty simple science.
Nah, that ain't true though.
No,
that ain't true because when you got bread, you don't gotta settle for shit. Like Jay-Z got Beyonce, that nigga ain't settle. You call that settling? Certain niggas got some ones. Like it's certain niggas got some ones. Like
and Beyonce locked Jay in at her prime too. She started
young. He was old.
No, she knew. She
knew what it was because she a country girl and she was raised by her both parents. Like, so they probably her mom probably was telling her, "You better lock that nigga down. That nigga got bread," and that was back then.
Because that's the thing. I hear shorties talking all that, like you get bread, all that. A lot of those are deterrents to brothers, right? Meaning that listen, ain't nobody trying to wife up Whoopi Goldberg. Like Oprah got mad bread. Nobody trying to really.
She's all by herself. Yeah, ain't nobody really locked in and trying to get Whoopi.
Like, as men, that's what women gotta understand. As men, we really we just want you to be confident. We really don't really care about the bread like that when it comes to you. You care about that when it comes to us, and that's the flip.
She'll get the woman to get way further with a just being nice.
Yeah, I take a chick without a lot of business acumen, but she don't spend frivolously. Like she just naturally I don't spend frivolously, but she ain't got a lot of business acumen over a chick that got a BA in business. Got got a salon over here. She's selling eyelashes.
Spend up all her money though.
Yeah.
A lot of these chicks be spending because this is the thing, right? When I be seeing chicks traveling, this is the thing. If I see you traveling a lot, like all the time, I'm talking about not once or twice a year, you just traveling 4 or 5 times a year. Every time you turn around, you out to eat, you like a liability. Like who the fuck got money like that to be spending all their money like that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And my thing is like, look, if you look at it logically, right? I mean, if the woman was to look at it logically, it's like if you meet a man that's trying to build a family and build a structure, he's not going to be like, even without that, he won't want to spend his money just frivolously because he know how hard it took for him to get it. Exactly. But especially if you meet a man that's like, yo, I'm trying to build a family. I want to put a couple of kids in you. I want to buy a house, maybe a couple of properties that could fund everything over here, this, that, that. He ain't going on vacation 3-4 times a year.
How? He might not go on vacation for 5 years.
Facts. You know what I mean? You might be lucky if you get like but that's the thing, is about like, is you really trying to build or you trying to show off? You know what I mean? You trying to find a lick. That's what it is. You trying to find a lick. And that's why I say, to me, the two worst people is simps and rats. But the simp is worse than the rat to me because the simp is outside messing the world up.
Yeah, it depends. It ain't the criminal lifestyle ain't big enough to make the rat worse than a simp. A simp is worse because it's way more of them niggas. It's like a whole army of them niggas. It's probably more simps than it ain't.
No, it's more simps. Listen. Everybody ain't like the three of us on here. Like with us with money or without money, we always got female attention. You dealing with a bunch of cats that was the dweebs and the nerds that never got female attention, but they followed a certain path. So, you know, and they smart. So they getting money now and they paying for it. And that's the problem. It's simp. That's why when I watch a simp in court, I just seen a joint. I should have had you pull this up on the joint. I just seen a simp in court. He knew this stripper for 7 years, got her a job, married her, showed he cheating on him left and right, and took the house from him. And he got to pay her alimony. Like, yo, bro, you a simp and you deserve it. Even the judge was like, I really can't say much because you know what you was getting. Even the judge said it.
You know what's the most diabolical shit about the simp culture, right? It's so much of them, they overpopulating shit that the niggas be simping so hard. They got women convincing other niggas, basically, if you ain't a simp, you ain't no real nigga.
Facts.
Like if you ain't, bitch, I gotta meet you. The bitches on the internet be like, oh, nigga gotta meet me. He gotta spend $400 or $500. Bitch, I don't even know you. Like, why?
Why I gotta take you to Cipriani's?
Right.
I'm taking you to the hot dog stand and we gonna sit on the bench in the park and get to know each other.
Or even like a regular date. Like, bitch, I'm gonna take you to like motherfucking the steakhouse or some Applebee's or some shit, some regular shit. You ain't, you know, like
20 for 2. And my thing is too,
how much money. I don't give a fuck how much money I got neither. Like, bitch, I don't know.
I mean, but to keep it real, we never because to keep it real, I already know we never like. I've taken chicks to like expensive. I've never taken a chick to an expensive restaurant that I ain't really been vibing with for a minute. But I'm saying
that's what I'm
whenever
saying.
Whenever I took a chick out, they really didn't care where I took her. They really.
That's what I'm saying because they really like. But the simp, no, but the simp can't see that because none of them bitches really never like them niggas. So every time a chick get that nigga good attention, it's because he was giving her shit. That's why them niggas act like that. So that's where the game. That's where the game is destroyed at because the niggas like us, even with or without money, say we dead broke, right? No money. Niggas like us is probably 2% of niggas because we the niggas that could know how to talk to girls, and can navigate through women without, you know what I'm saying, without doing all that simp shit. But most niggas it be on that simp shit. Even the rappers, listen, the rappers was the ones that made it cool to do all this sucker shit.
Facts.
It ain't tricking if you got it and all that shit. That's niggas made it. That's what so they took over. That
well, I
shit
don't
took
think
over.
Murph was saying, could we stop collectively paying ourselves to billionaires and millionaires? I think realistic dudes aren't doing that. I mean, there's unrealistic cats that are doing that. I know I can't.
Murph can't understand shit. No, Murph got a one-track mind.
This broke cat spending their checks, simping out for chicks. Like we're not even gonna act like
niggas that work niggas that work with me or niggas work anywhere, going to work, busting their ass, lifting bricks and shit. And they trick their money off. This niggas, I'm talking about them niggas too.
That's what they work. They work to trick their money off.
Yep, them niggas out here taking chicks on trips and paying all their bills without getting none. Them niggas doing that too.
It's a bunch of
billionaires. Yeah. What? It's regular. It's more of them regular niggas than it is celebrities. If you ask me,
yo, they say listen. They say the stats is that most brothers between 25 to 40 ain't have sex in like 6 to 8 months.
That's what I'm telling you.
Like, because they ain't got access to it.
They ain't got access to it.
You know what I mean? So
all these chicks is chasing 2% of all the 2% of niggas. That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Exactly. And they not realizing that because they think I don't want to settle. Okay. And this is what I tell a chick. Okay, so you looking for the Idris Elba, the Dwayne Johnson brothers, right? You looking for the 0.000.1 man, right? And because you don't want to settle. So you don't think, so let's just say you get him. You don't think he's settling? What would make him settle for you? That's the question.
That's the question.
It ain't even about all the men now.
A lot of these hoes is invisible to them niggas, man.
And then you
them
know the
niggas
level
ain't
of competition,
man.
And that's what I'm saying. Chicks be in the echo chamber, right? They lie to each other. As men, we'll get into a little repartee and keep it real. Like, nah.
If I come saying something crazy that's delusional, y'all niggas gonna be like, nigga, you sound crazy as fuck. What the fuck you do? That's how
chicks
men
will be like, no, girl, you a 10, knowing that she 250, 5'3". You know what I mean? Peanut butter and jelly in the rolls. Like, stop it. Stop telling her she a 10. Stop it.
Man.
Money at.
You deserve a 0.00.1% man when you were like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, shorty, stay on your level. That's the whole thing between men and women. I think we accept. Like, even the brother that's sleeping on somebody's couch playing video games, in his mind, he wish he could be the brother that he want, right? But he know where he at. He only gonna reach as far as what he really think he could get.
But you know what's crazy? I'm gonna take it even a step further. I think most niggas that's regular, they ain't even really mad. They get a wife, they don't feel like they settling.
No, that's what I'm saying too.
My wife, nigga be like, nigga got a regular wife. Nigga be like, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas talking about. I love my wife. That's what
I'm saying about men.
Yeah.
Now that's what I'm saying about men. We will accept. That's what I'm saying. The brother sleeping on the couch playing video games, he ain't gonna reach no further than what he think he can get.
He gonna be happy. He gonna go get a chick in the project.
He gonna be happy.
Yep.
It's the shorty that's in the projects on the same couch with the nigga playing the video games that thinks she should get Dwayne Johnson.
Michael B. Jordan or one of them niggas.
So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yo, was dating Whoopi. He never married her.
Yeah, he never married her.
Yeah, but that nigga had her doing all kind of goofy shit. They done dressed up, put blackface on, all kind of crazy. I remember that when she was dating the dude.
And I think Whoopi was doing Ted.
Facts. You probably right. I ain't even never think about that. You probably right. Fuck that game. I don't care if she's not the one. She still need a punch in the pants.
Oh, these niggas stupid.
I don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's MURPH, yo.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with
MURPH is nigga on. If MURPH need a Twitter, if it's an ugly bitch, I'm still digging her out because every bitch looks pretty, man.
This nigga MURPH, yo, he got a wife too, nigga. Go home to your wife, MURPH.
Crazy.
Yo, MURPH is a wild one.
Yeah, listen, MURPH crazy.
Let's get to this. Let's get to this video because it's still some shit.
So, as a man, if you're a loser, there's an immediate feedback that you're a loser. The world
just talking about this.
Your peers don't respect you. Girls don't look at you. You're virtually invisible. So you get negative ramifications for your inadequacies. But as a woman, you don't experience that. It's not until a guy like me comes along and says, you're stupid, that's not right, or whatever, or challenges you on your viewpoints, which, let's be honest here, most guys are going to do that because they're trying to get laid. And even if it does happen, they're going to go out and say, you're just a misogynist, write you off, and walk away. So women don't necessarily get negative consequences for poor behavior or poor decisions until later on in life. At least as a man, you get that punishment up front. If you're a bum, you get reminded every single day that you're a bum until you change. As a woman, if you're a bum, it doesn't matter. You could be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, be at a party with Future the next day, or later on that night when you have no future, and it is what it is. There's no negative consequences for inadequacies until you get older. That's when women wake up. I've always said women typically don't wake up until they're buying their own drinks at the bar.
That shit froze on
As
me.
much as I address you problematic women, I think it's time I address you problematic men. I'm gonna call this my message to.
I can't pause it.
What?
I can't. That shit froze on me.
Yeah, it was. I could hear it. It was stuck on old boy, and this brother here was talking. So it was slightly frozen for me too.
Nah, I probably was playing somewhere. It probably was playing on the playback. It probably was playing. That's why I ain't stop it. But yeah, he basically said the same shit we was talking about. Literally like the same shit. And the only reason I be really hard on that shit because I feel like where I see a lot of these women going, I don't want them to end up like that. Cause even though they annoying, a lot of them is annoying and they talking crazy and they be dissing niggas and all this crazy shit. I still know where that's headed. Like it's like a young nigga, like a young badass kid that I see in the street that's getting in trouble, and I'm telling them, yo, you about to end up like this, nigga. Chill out. And he still keep doing it, but I'ma still keep telling the nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that shit. Like it's sad.
That's why I be like, keep it real. I'm like, I'm harder on the men, of course, than I am on the women, because yes, the women are acting crazy. But at the end of the day, the simps, yo, like, yo, we got a man up out here, and I'm saying what he was saying right there. Yes, I agree with. I don't agree with everything or the way that he expressed things all the time, but he do have valid points. And I'm like, yo, but I think as men, I'm always gonna put it back on the men, since we all the men. Is like, nah. Stop playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Get up. Whatever's in your mind, move on it, make it happen, and build a family.
Facts.
Like that'll make the women change. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, though.
You know what I mean? Now, me personally, I don't, and I'm pretty sure you, I don't really have that problem. I meet beautiful women all the time with good attitudes and all that time. Like me personally, anecdotally, I don't really have that problem. But because we men, I could do what I say I do, you know what I mean? So we get a different response. But for the generality, it's like, nah, I see a lot of brothers do be messing up. I see a lot of brothers delusional. They selling nickel bags, acting like they on BMF. It's like, stop it, bro. Like,
that's a fact. You ain't lying. It is
you know what I mean? Then I see brothers grow up and get into their mid-30s, 40s. All they ever did was sell nickel bags. They never really graduated to nothing major.
Yeah, they never was really getting no money and nothing.
Never really. They just recycling, you know what I mean? Whatever. And then they realize they 35, 36, 38, and they don't know how to do nothing.
Yeah.
Facts.
Nothing's viable.
He says the simps in the world, he said empower, but I know you meant empower these women to believe like this.
You right, though. I never really, you know what's crazy? It is the niggas' fault, man. I ain't even gonna lie, because when niggas was different, now that you say that, because now you kind of enlightened me to something. Because when I think about it, like when niggas was different, like when I was outside, niggas moved different. So the women was kind of moving different. They wasn't acting like this. Like now these niggas,
not at this degree. not at this degree.
Not even. I swear to God, not even the worst chick was acting like this. They was wanting money, but it was niggas getting money, so it didn't really affect. It didn't affect the cycle of life. Like it really didn't matter. Like so, if you the chicks that wanted the niggas with the money went and got them. Like so, it wasn't like all the chicks wasn't acting like that because they had their little nigga outside. He might have been selling packs, but he was coming to pay the bills or something. He still was doing it. You had niggas like that, but yeah,
they
you
really
right,
liked
though.
him for him though.
Yeah, of course. This nigga was a dirty nigga. This nigga a dirty nigga wear the same shit every day. Facts.
Yeah,
but he outside grinding. Fact. But niggas carry they self a little different, and I kind of feel like that's why a lot of these acting masculine. It's these niggas' fault for real.
Yo, it's a lot of effeminate. It's a lot of effeminate, soft voice sounding, acting brothers. It's a lot of this going on now, so I can understand why females is acting up to a certain extent, right? I'm not gonna let them off the hook because they gotta be accountable.
Yeah, they gotta be accountable too. Yeah, but you're right.
but I can understand. We didn't have this much expression of soft men.
Hell no.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
nigga beat that shit out of you. Like you come outside, you acting like that. Nigga be like, man, shut the fuck up, man. They're putting hands on you behind shit like that. Like a lot of these niggas that be talking be extra. They do be extra sugary. I ain't gonna lie.
So I get it a little bit, not letting them off the hook, but even with them being on the hook for what they got to be accountable for, the bigger accountability is because we men. We supposed to be running stuff, and
you're right.
And I'm not talking about us personally or any brother that is like us or move like.
Nah, I know exactly what you're saying. Us as men in general. Yeah, I don't take that shit personal to shoot fist. That's how you look at that shit. But yeah.
Sorry, fellas.
Nah, it's all good.
So, brother, son.
But yeah. We in here reviewing videos and shit, but we was just talking about like how women is delusional and some men is delusional too, but we just talking about the overall how a lot of these chicks gonna end up by themselves if they don't, you feel what I'm saying, tighten up type shit.
Yo, why I always walk into the podcast with some controversial shit? Like every time I walk up, every time it's just something cancel culture. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't really cancel culture because it's true, like right? Because even most real women, right? They ain't gonna take no offense to what I'm saying because I want us to all be together. Like I just don't want niggas was saying like how a chick in the project. Just know what level you on. Like, don't be thinking you gonna get Michael B. Jordan and like that because you delusional. Like when you start thinking like that.
So let me just get some clarification because I'm late to the party. So we're talking about women as delusional as far as the quality of man that they can get because of what they got, or
not what they got, just who they are. Like it's certain motherfuckers. If you ain't like, you feel what I'm saying? If you ain't. You know how that shit is, man. You know certain niggas. If it's like we want the top 1% of niggas, them niggas gonna want the chicks that look like the top 1% of women. Like they ain't gonna go for.
Okay, so basically, act your wage or act your face. Like don't go above your pay grade.
And that
know your level.
What we were saying is that men normally will accept our level. Like
facts.
If you a cashier,
100% facts.
We go, but women, she'll be a cashier at CVS and be wanting Dwayne Johnson or a sauce.
Right.
I see what you did there, my nigga. Now listen, let's not get it twisted. There are some delusional niggas out there too. Yeah, working at Walmart trying to bag the manager. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. But hold on. That ain't delusional though. A nigga that work at Walmart trying to bag the manager ain't that happens though. It does.
So you mean we trying to bag the owner? Got it. Trying to bag the female owner.
Hold on. This what niggas said. Niggas delusion is. Niggas delusion is. Nigga be selling nickel bags for 40 years, and then when he finished. He don't know how to do nothing, so he don't know how to progress his life, and he think that's okay. Nigga be stuck in that delusion and think.
Okay, gotcha. I see what you mean. There's a different type of delusion for men.
A nigga working at McDonald's is probably gonna get a chick that's on the level. He ain't really shooting that. You feel what I'm saying? A nigga might see a pretty chick in the street and say some goofy shit, but he know he ain't gonna get her. He hoping.
Or he takes rejection better. But there's a lot of dudes out there, regardless on what level, they don't take rejection well at all. So do you think that's like a delusional thing or just more like a pride thing?
Nah, that's that simp shit that we was talking about.
I'm about to say, I think that's simp, and I think that's female, or I think that's the female nature, right? Female side right there. Because as a man, like I don't take rejection. Like we men. We've been getting told no since day one. Like
that's a part of that's a part of
first no was your mama. No, put that shit back.
No. Hold on, though. Y'all remember the days of being a young nigga and going to the mall and just trying to see how many numbers you could get, nigga? You get told no a million times. But we kind of train ourselves to deal with that shit because real niggas like that. But this is the thing: most niggas ain't really aggressive like that. Ain't really out here. It's only a certain group. It's like a corner pocket of niggas that was going to the mall trying to bag chicks. Like it wasn't all niggas if you really think about it. Like,
but there's a lot of niggas out there. There's a lot of niggas out there that they get rejected. And fuck you, bitch, or actually put their hands on them, or even worse. There's niggas like that. Yeah.
That's feminine.
That's
why would you do that? Because you're not her cup of tea. Like that's feminine. You need more real men around you.
That's fact.
You be able to deal with that, so that when you act like that, we could check you. You not any man
right.
Not around some men that's like, yo, why you doing that? We don't do that.
I'm gonna call you out your name.
Right. There's no OG. Yeah, there's no OG to kind of school them on how to get through that.
I'm gonna call you
like you, Jules. My bad, Caliber.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you all out your name. If I see you doing that shit, I'm calling you all your name, nigga. You bitch.
So obviously,
that's really some bitch ass nigga shit. Like I'm gonna call you your name for real, like, because
honestly, if you got it like that, like we supposed to laugh at that shit. Your boys in the back, you go try to mac. We see you get dissed, we laugh that shit off and move on to the next girl. That's it.
My thing is, if you really a superhero and you know you that, you know what I'm saying, you know you is what you say you is, then you laughing at it anyway. Like she don't understand that she's about to go to college.
We love rejection stories, nigga.
I'm like,
we love rejection stories. That shit was fun. Yo, man, that bitch threw a drink at me, man. That shit was fun.
Because this
like,
the thing,
we love rejection.
This the thing, right? Because no matter what nigga you is, no matter how fly of a nigga is, no matter if you getting money or not, most chicks that you try to holler at, if you really a nigga out here hollering, you gonna get rejected most of the time. That's how it goes, my nigga. I don't care who you is. Like, it ain't nobody out here that's like 100%. It don't work like that.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something though. I wasn't 100%, but I definitely minimized the rejections because I go off vibes. Yeah. You look at her, she look back. If she smile, okay. If she don't smile, nigga, don't go try Mac, nigga.
But look,
like, don't do it.
But look, that's the wisdom though. I'm talking about when you young and hunting. I ain't talking about
we stupid. We horny as hell.
Like nowadays you kind of wise, so you know not to go. You go for what like you know when to shoot your shot, but you
know when to shoot it. Yeah.
No, but y'all kind of always kind of had that natural inclination because I watch both y'all.
Right. Listen, back in the day,
natural thing.
Back in the day,
everybody ain't got that. Everybody ain't got that.
But it used to be certain scenarios like, I say like if it's niggas going to a parade, what niggas hollering at everything they see, you probably get, you feel what I'm saying? So you get turned down a lot.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Part of the game. Like Bill's
ever since a youngin', bro, I always pick my spots, man. I was young, nigga. 16, 17, I picked my spots, nigga. I wasn't that nigga hollering everything.
Yeah, nah.
Like
Sauce was one of them young dons.
Yeah, he was
Hey, I used to be called King. Hey, I used to be called King Wing Wing, nigga. That was passed down to me. You know what I'm saying, King?
No, I'm not gonna call out the brother that had this strategy. We have a brother that's related to us.
Right.
You know, he used to tell me all the time. He was like, "Yo, listen, I just got to be straightforward and go straight at him." He said, "Yeah, I might get 8 or 9 no's, but I'm gonna get 1 or 2 yeses."
That's what I'm telling you. That's how I go. That's the
That's
law.
it. That's it.
That's
That's
the law.
It's a numbers game, bro. It's the number.
Fact. That's
No,
all
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
gonna lie. It was in college when I went to college where I really got the real schooling because I learned that. Listen,
I told you no. It's gonna be jealous when you get that yes.
Yo, I had this cat I'm talking about. I've watched him change a girl with an attitude within a few, getting her to giggle, and that's the one he wound up bagging. The group of girls, the one with the biggest attitude, he wound up bagging that one. That's rare.
But I'm telling you,
he likes a challenge.
He
likes a challenge.
That's the 1% though. That's what I'm saying. It's like
right.
Most men don't fall.
We all can't do that.
And it's a special type of man that could command a certain level of female attention without having a lot of resources. And then especially when that man gets resources, it's like a super level. You could be a nerd, get resources, then you got access to higher level shorties. We know what that is.
Yeah.
We got access to them without, our whole lives for them, our whole lives. Yeah. And now we got some resources. It's like it's nothing. But most men don't fall into that spectrum. And that's where women get it messed up. It's like,
but my whole thing is just because you don't fall into that spectrum, stop simping. Just get the one.
Simping is only gonna it's only gonna drain your pockets.
And you fucking up the game fucking up the game for everybody too.
Facts.
You got these women living in a bubble that's not really realistic. Like, nigga, it's crazy. Like,
that's why the question of women is always like, no, I'm talking about.
No, you know what it is? Simping. Well, I'm saying simping really just what it did was it ruined the aspect of mediocre chicks feeling like baddies. You get what I'm saying? Like that's where the game got fucked up. Is they made these mediocre or even ugly chicks feel like the best looking broads because they're that's all they can holler at, but they don't have no shot. So they pumping up and gassing up and raising up these bum broads, and now they feeling like all type of way. So they start curving dudes of quality, and they stuck with the bum ass simps.
Yeah, and plus,
they're gonna end up stuck by themselves because if them Sims get some money, them Sims ain't gonna want them either.
Oh, they are. They paying for it.
Listen, simping is deeper than money.
What are we talking about? Don't go ahead. Simping deeper than money.
I'm saying simping is deeper than money. Niggas be simping for pussy. Like brothers that'll bang anything, gotta stock that. Just can't be banging anything. You know what I mean? Because that's part of simping. Because
put pride on your meat, man.
Because the ugly chick is like, niggas still gonna bang me.
Now, can I give you some pushback? Hold on. I'm gonna show you where I kind of disagree on that, right? Because it depends on how you smashing them. Like, if you just smashing them and treating them like you just smashing them, it's cool. But the problem with the simps smashing them is the simps be smashing them, treating them a certain way. Like, because niggas always smash the ugly broads and they still stood in their place. That been a thing since the beginning of time. Believe that. Niggas always snuck. Hold on.
This nigga's more like a
hold on. Niggas always snuck and niggas always was sneaking and go smashing the little ugly. Niggas always did that. But that
was the first sneaky link.
Nah,
you kept it away from your niggas.
But you
exactly. These simp niggas now is treating the sneaky link, the old sneaky links into the main. They treat them like
right. They showcase it.
I'm gonna stand on the square though. A brother that'll sleep with anything just because he got access to it is a simp too. Meaning that a lot of these chicks, what they say is that they mistake that I get sexual energy, and they mistake it for like niggas still coming at me. The ugly chicks too is like, I still get niggas coming at me for sex. Whether it's just a smash or a nigga spending dough or not, it's still currency and it's still time.
Right.
Not if you ain't spending no money on them, they ain't
I mean, whether you spending money or not, I'm still spending my time, my seed, my passion, my energy, my spirituality. Me personally, I never did that. I could honestly stand on my square. Every chick, they'll tell you, they be like,
I did.
Different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm very selective. I only fuck 70s and up.
Look, I'm not a nigga that's out here.
You ain't got no threes in there.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm not a
You got no threes in there.
I might have a 6.5 somewhere high now.
Yeah, I'm not a nigga going crazy either, but I'm just saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, niggas been smashing them. Been doing that. So why they wasn't acting like that back in the day? It's a difference. These
no, but the ugly chick is acting like that now. You'll get a 200-pound bitch acting like she a buck.
Because niggas is spending money. Niggas still spending.
No, not just because of that, because niggas is banging her too. It ain't just because they spending money. It's because she's getting banged.
Niggas been banging them 200 pounds.
Hold on. We gotta clarify. We gotta clarify the 200-pounder because it's some BBWs that look good, better than some skinny, sexy, red-looking broads, man.
If you 5'2", you 200 pounds, I don't know.
Look,
if you 5'8", 5'9".
Right. The Amazon. You gotta clarify.
It's a nigga. It's a thing I know that was getting money, right? This nigga was getting money. This nigga used to have a chick from up top. The bitch was like 400 pounds, and that was his little sneaky.
Whoa!
I'm telling you, niggas been doing that.
No, my man called that the physical challenge.
I'm telling you, see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This been happening. But all I'm saying, hold on. This is all I'm saying. My whole only point is, look, back then niggas used to pick them up on a late night sneak with them. Niggas used to treat them a certain way.
Now they go live.
Yeah, these niggas
ain't treating them like that. They begging them in public.
They bringing them out.
They
outside with them.
That's the difference. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's my only point.
They going IG live. They doing podcasts with them.
One thing we didn't really take into account is access. These girls got more access and quicker access to the sun.
That's fact.
Do the dating site.
But
they were saying that a fugly ass girl that's regular. Well, because men's sex zone, girls' friend zone. So you might get a dude that's of a high caliber that will smash one of those bros. Now they think every single dude they deserve is that guy.
Got you. I see what you mean. That makes a lot of sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's a simp too, because niggas is banging the ugly, the lesser than chicks, making them think that they tens.
That's crazy too.
Yeah. I agree
especially if you turn her out.
I agree with Caliber because it's not just about banging them; it's how they treat them.
It's how they treat them.
It's how they treat them after.
Because the simp niggas, the whole part of the simp is basically how they treating a woman too.
Yeah, how they treating them, or how they treat them before they even get it. Like you giving them.
But listen, how many chicks y'all know got cognitive dissonance, meaning that you could treat a chick foul and it's like Stockholm syndrome, and they still have this romanticized image of whatever's going on in their head.
Well, that makes them delusional.
But that's
what I'm saying.
but here go the thing though. Like I said, niggas, even since the beginning of time, talking about niggas that was getting money in the street, always had little ugly bitches on the side. They was smash. They treated them a certain way, but look, them.
Well, they knew their place. They knew their place. That's why. They don't know their place now.
Now these chicks that's supposed to be side chicks, they out here acting like they supposed to be up front. They look crazy.
That's what I'm saying. The same action is like different seasons. In that season, yes, they were in a place. In this season, if you give them money, or even if you don't give them money, you just
now you gotta be no holds barred. Now
but what I'm saying, get what I'm saying is that whether you give them money or you just a fly brother that just laying them down properly, they take that as the same thing now. It's currency, right? It's not
agree.
like back in the day. I get what you're saying. Yeah, back in the day. Now the ugly chick or the 4 or the 5 or the 3 is taking it like I'm still getting laid down by brothers. So I must be able to get a top tier man.
Right. So they take it to the head, like they get big headed because of who they take down.
What they need to do is get in touch with a shorty you talking about from that time period, so she could be like, "No, this is your place. You're a 4 like me."
No. You're a
4 like me.
No. You know what's the problem?
You're a 4 like me, nigga.
You know what's the problem? Even the chicks from back then got delusional. They delusional like the young chicks now somehow.
No, I mean,
chicks that was around
with their right mind though.
They didn't though. None of them did. Most of them is still.
No, there's a few chicks out here that'll tell chicks like, "Yo, you're bugging." There's a few.
You're right. You
know what I mean? There's a few.
Right.
Nah, you see them online. You see the posts and the reels where you have females literally telling women, putting women in a place and really explaining the game, doesn't mean that they're listening, but the message is out there.
Yeah, they just don't want to understand it. But
they don't want to understand it, right?
Yeah. They don't even understand this simple fact. I'm not telling you how it should be. I'm telling you how it is. See, there's a difference between how you might think something should be and how it actually is. I don't care.
And you can't get offended for that. You can't get offended off of what I'm telling you. It is what it is. It's like it's just how it is. So don't get mad at me for bringing that to the table because you are delusional. You don't see it, and you're probably never gonna see it. But it still needs to be said.
You're gonna see it when it's too late.
It's like a chick that asks you, "Does this dress make me look fat?" No, it's you. It's not the dress.
He said, "If you fat, when we fat,
nigga, you trying to get shot, nigga. You don't never say that shit, nigga. You lie, nigga. No, baby, you look good. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't falling for that shit."
but she can tell you that you ain't looking right, and you got all right. Bet I thought.
Yo, now there's a way to say it, bro. Trust me, there's a way to be like, there's a way to say it. Don't be like, yeah, baby, damn, you can.
You kind of gotta.
My move would be like, yo, I just bought this for you though. You try this on. I just got this.
There you go.
That's my move. That's my. No, I got this for you though. I thought we was going out tonight. I got this. Well, try this on.
That's what's up.
Yo, my
trying to get a shot.
Question. She said if she ever got like 600 pounds, would I leave her? I said I'm gonna hide all the food on your ass. First
and foremost, okay. So to keep
salad.
Man.
Listen, to keep it 100, man, that movement where if you're gaining weight, I get it because as you get older, your metabolism slow down. But when you get up to the 4, 5, and 6s, that becomes unhealthy. And it's like I'm not even gonna allow my woman to even get close to that. Like that means I'm failing her because I'm not motivating you to be better.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's facts.
The three.
Yeah, there's a certain number you should stay away from.
The threes.
Anything over 200.
Yeah,
say it again?
The threes.
Anything over 200.
No, listen, for women, 2 to 250. All right, we got to work on something. Like it's different if you get with a woman and she's like that already, but if she's in the 100s and gets up to the 2s. I'm failing you.
You don't wait.
I'm 6'2", 220, baby.
All right.
I'm 6'2", 220, baby.
How much you weigh, Drew?
I'm like right now 260.
Okay, you a big nigga. Caliber me.
I'm a $180, man.
I'm a $180. Listen, most women you shouldn't be over a $180 unless you like 6'4" or some shit.
Yeah.
If you 5'9", you should be under a $180.
Yeah,
I'm 5'11", a $180. You should not weigh more than me.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm a $180. I ain't
listen.
I don't really.
My thing is, I don't
think that way more than me. Like I ain't gonna. That's too big for me. Like
that's big.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Don't touch my weight. Don't touch my weight. I'm 220. Don't come close. That's my preference. Don't come close to me.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool with anything.
Who went to 250?
I'm cool if you're not me.
She better be 6'5", nigga.
You said 250.
No, I was making a point. Like, no, listen. Hold on, let me explain. Number one,
250.
I got love for the BBW community. All right, I got love. I got love for the BBW community. But what I'm saying is,
shout out to them.
What I'm saying is, you gotta be, huh? I'm saying you gotta be healthy, bro. Like I'm not with the Lizzo movement. Like you wanna justify instead of work on yourself. Yo, I'm a nurse. I know what being obese does to your liver, to your body, to your diabetes, cholesterol, blood pressure. Like that shit's not healthy. So they're pushing this movement. Oh, I look good. No, you may feel good, but your insides are not good. Like, let's work on healthy.
Well, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. From when I was younger to now, when I was younger, I didn't meet that many women that weigh more than me. Now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, like it's a problem to me to show you that weigh less than me.
Yeah,
that sound like a ball.
Fact.
Yeah, it could be, dog.
Yeah.
It could be.
They say
like that's what I'm saying. My
Listen.
deal breaker is you can't weigh more than me. My shorty can't weigh more than me.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my deal.
Nah,
Just don't weigh more than me. But here's the thing. I'm the type where I don't mind the weight, bro. I really don't. Just be healthy. Just be healthy.
Actually,
I do mind because I
don't weigh more
yeah,
than me. That's all I'm saying.
That's all.
That's it. That's the last.
Like, listen, you get to 181, you gotta hit the gym. You gotta get
Hey,
that
no,
down.
come to the gym with me. Come to the gym with me. How about
We
that?
go to the gym. We do some
Together.
calisthenics. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let my lady walk around like sloppy and I'm over here trying to get all fit. That can't happen. It won't happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Like, nah. But for me though, it's like it's not even just the weight, because you can have a woman that's 250 plus. Great woman. A chick could be $120 and be a bitch. So which one you rather have?
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd rather have the one that's $150.
You stupid! You superficial, nigga!
I can't.
No, I'm not.
The $150 bitch, that's the one.
And I don't want the 281.
She don't give you
the right mind.
My nigga, she don't want to, but that's the choice. So she 200 plus, but she give it up when you want it. You know what I'm saying? She take care of the home. She can cook. But that $150 chick be using sex as a weapon. She don't even like throwing down on a nigga. Like,
but she don't like you. That chick that's doing that don't even like you. Nigga. She don't even want nothing to do with you. Like, that's that simple shit.
Me for me.
Yeah.
She got the right mind.
That's my
I'll take peace of mind over pussy any day.
No, I'll just smash and I'll just meet him when I want. The $120 chick that's toxic, I'll smash her when I want. The
you stupid. This nigga, he still ain't going for the 200.
I can't commit to none of that. I mean, no bueno on both.
Mercer asked your girl, baby, do these Timbs make my dick look fat? Hard ball.
Pause, right? Pause. Nah, honestly though, man, it's really about people being delusional. Like with weight, no weight, your standard or the type of quality of person that you're trying to attract. The law of attraction. You attract who you are, or you attract who you're gonna be. Like you have to. Like for me, for my fiance, I had to grow into the man and able to bag something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to grow into the person I needed to be to do that. I couldn't get it at the time that I was trying to, and I didn't. So it's like I wasn't at the caliber that she needed me to be. But that's the thing. I knew I had to grow, so I worked on myself. You got a lot of people that ain't moving. Like you said, the old niggas selling nickel bags, they're not moving. If you're not growing, you're delusional.
That's men's delusion right there.
Yeah.
It is right there.
Yeah, and women delusional. He gonna pay my bills. Bitch, what you doing?
First of all,
well, I'm paying bills. What the fuck you doing? Cooking? I could cook. The fuck you doing? Like, what did you do to deserve what you're asking for? Giving up the booty? Like, that's not it. Niggas, like you said, niggas can smash anything. What are you doing differently from these other females?
No.
Right.
No. Caveat. Brothers like us. Because most men, listen, the stats say most men ain't getting nothing.
Hitting nothing, yeah.
They ain't hitting nothing. Most men, 80% of men ain't hitting nothing. It's the top 20% of men, and then really the top 10% of that's really getting all the play because women go.
That's why if you notice most of the chicks. Most niggas got mad baby. Most niggas got 1-2 baby moms. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a couple in my life.
But look, it ain't all the. It's a bunch of niggas that don't got kids. Like, Dave ain't got.
That's true. Kids. I know a few niggas got zero.
A bunch of niggas that ain't got no kids.
That's only because of my moms. Because my moms was like when I was young. She told me when I was 5. She said, "Have all your eggs in one basket."
Nah,
I tried, man. I really tried. It didn't work.
I know it don't
there was a lot of nice looking baskets. baskets.
You said
the baskets be crazy.
The baskets, boy. Oh, God. There's different baskets, man. Oh, hold on, man. I like that basket.
I'm partaking a few baskets.
Hey, that's wicker. That's a wicker basket over there.
Right. Listen, the quality of basket. Oh, this one's painted chocolate. Oh, I like that basket.
Is that velvet in that basket over there?
Oh, that's an edible basket. I like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think a younger woman should get with a man that's a little older, because it's like, listen where you at. You with your fiance, and she had the discipline to make you want to go. See, that's where the woman's power at.
Right, that's facts.
Discipline is that, right?
That's facts.
I should be able to do OnlyFans and so what? How many bodies I got? It shouldn't
like,
matter what you, man. No, shorty, it matters.
Yeah, dude. Listen, like you said, it matters to the top 20% that you're talking about. It don't matter to the 80. The 80% is the one that's paying for them shits, paying for the OnlyFans, paying for the whatever they're selling, the 3 for $20 pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never paying for that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I gotta go to work. I ain't got time to be.
Fuck out of here. My woman send me shit. Thank you. I don't need none of that bullshit. Can you imagine if a simp ass nigga, he look at his account and you see OnlyFans taking out of that shit? That's crazy to me. I'm not judging y'all, but I am. Fuck out of here. Pornhub is free, nigga.
Man, that shit weird. I'm judging. Yeah, I'm definitely judging. That shit weird.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Pornhub is free. Fuck out of here.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. But now that and even men in our age range don't be at the mind state that we have right now. Because I'm saying, you with your fiance, you know what it is to have a good woman. I know what it is. So
yeah.
I know that I don't got enough time to be dealing with multiple personalities anyway. I'm looking for a short.
Listen.
And that's it. I'm good.
Listen.
We ain't gotta have
that dude.
I'm good.
Nigga, when I had my roster, bro, it was fucking annoying. When I'm telling you the rotation, it sounded nice. Yeah, but that shit was fucking annoying, bro. I hate dealing with people.
I told niggas this. I said, you be seeing niggas with that poly life, they be having multiple wives, but even them niggas, if you watch it, after a while, they end up having to pick one of them and cut the rest of them off.
Or they end up
is annoying. That shit is annoying.
They stop posting that shit. I'm like, yo, remember that couple? I ain't seen them niggas in a while. Cause can you imagine both them motherfuckers mad at you?
Man, that shit is
both of them mad at you? Fuck out of here.
3 of them, all 4 of them.
They team up on you.
What right? Nigga, you can't even sleep on the couch because I'm already there. Like, where the fuck you sleeping? Nah, that shit ain't cool.
That shit sound good when you that shit sound good when you a kid.
It's
like
cool
when you a
young,
little kid. Like when you
when you young. All I see is headache. Matter of fact, yeah, go
I'm saying when you get older and you really building what's in your mind, like you like, nah, I'm really gonna put this mark. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get a little wisdom, a little age on you. You still got energy to do that, but if you about something that's really your focus is different. Like my thing, I'm in the studio editing, recording, like all
you ain't
day,
got time
like
for that
hours
shit.
a day. Like, yeah, I ain't got time for that. So I need one shorty that when I look to the back, I want to get something on. Like, let me get that on and let me get back to work.
Do you know the same energy? The same energy that creates that sexual energy, the same energy that creates your creativity energy. So it's like if you out focus on sex, focus on getting this, getting that, the power to create goes into the sexual energy that you put out there. So when you not really chasing it, you just got one, but you're not chasing, let me get that time and energy that you're spending chasing these broads, you could be building something special. You could be creating something. Like, see, we on the podcast because we want to create something. But if you out here chasing these bras, nigga, I can't be on the phone with y'all. I gotta call this chick. I call that chick. I gotta see who I'm getting up with tonight. Fuck all that. I'm wasting my goddamn time. I'm going home to my fiance, nigga.
And you know what? You know what? Back in the day, it was easier to navigate a bunch of too because you didn't have cell phones where they could text you 24 hours a day. So
facts. You had to call a house phone.
Or you they had to beep you and wait for you to get back to them. So you be outside all day. They don't get back to you till you get back in the crib. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it was easier to kind of navigate through that shit. Now you can't. Man,
and now they tracking your whereabouts, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't.
They can pinpoint your shit.
You send a picture, they can actually look at the geolocation on that hole to see.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta turn that shit off. Like, what?
You stupid. I'm an old goat. I don't know how to do none of that shit. I'm not turning nothing off.
I ain't even doing nothing. I don't keep that type of shit on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That too invasive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can turn.
Fuck a relationship type shit. Nah, I don't want the government know. I be turning that shit off because them niggas be tracking us.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck they got going on.
Government don't need that shit. They got
that's why you can't take the battery out your phones no more.
Yeah,
you can't take the battery out your phones no more. Yeah. They're like, nah, you niggas think you slick.
They can triangulate that shit. You can turn it off. Dude, you gotta break it.
They still can track it.
You gotta break it.
They slick.
Yeah, you gotta break it. You gotta break it, then break the battery too. They still triangulate that shit.
Yeah, I break my phones on accident, so they.
I ain't hired from them niggas. I ain't.
I ain't doing it.
Niggas got my DNA. Them niggas got everything. Like,
everything. Remember that 10-year challenge? They just updated their database, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They posted when on Facebook a couple years ago, the 10-year challenge. You show yourself 10 years ago, and then we are now. They just updated their database on your ass, man.
Yeah, that shit. They got satellites that take pictures though. We on camera once you leave the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is. I'll be looking on Google. I'll be looking on Google Maps, and my niggas on the corner right here. I'll be telling them. Like, these niggas got you in the corner from space, nigga. Like,
yeah, that's right. You look on. Yeah, you look on them Google Maps. You can see people on the porch. You might catch niggas you know on that shit. All that shit. You on camera once you leave the crib. Like, so it is what you can't hide from this shit
everywhere.
Yeah, it's over.
Everywhere.
That niggas be like, the only how you get off, you gotta go off the grid, like in the middle of nowhere where it ain't no
no telephone poles, nothing.
No poles, none of them. What's some shits? The cell phone towers. None of them towers. You gotta go like in the middle of nowhere, and then you'll be then you good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even then, you still gotta like hide your face when you come out the house because they still got satellites that shit. They got satellites that found Bin Laden. That's how they got them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got none of that cell phone tower shit over there. Like they still found it.
No internet, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean,
the government might got internet. Yeah, what you said?
The dude that did that song where he was talking about the Saturday Night Live, like "fuck me like they fuck Bin Laden."
Pause.
Whoa!
Where that button at? Where that button at? This nigga tripping.
That song was hilarious. That song was hilarious.
I ain't hear that button. You gotta hit the button.
All right, I hit it.
Hard pause.
No, you need to hit it twice. Pause.
It's probably because Sauce loud, like from the Sauce mic is loud, so we.
Yeah, my bad. I don't.
Nah, this is the car shit. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the car shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I tried to adjust it, but I couldn't adjust it from here. I didn't want to really.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to. Hold on. I'm adjusting my damn self, and I'm loud as is. So.
Nah, it's because you're on the Bluetooth. Probably, I think it's the Bluetooth. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me park.
Oh yeah. I was glad I was wondering what you thought about that hip hop conversation too, because I seen that shit is going viral and they try to paint Lord Jamar out to be like a clown or something. Like, I'm like,
what conversation was that?
Now he got a lot of support too. There's a lot of
about the hip hop, about the hip hop. Who started hip hop conversation? Like,
why is that even a question?
Because I don't know, because you got people saying that Caribbean started it, Puerto Ricans helped start it. Like,
right.
No.
How's my mic level, real quick?
You good now?
Yeah, it sounds hella better.
Yeah, but that was a conversation.
So they're trying to say who started hip hop?
They trying to say Puerto Ricans started it 50-50 with blacks and Jamaicans.
Okay, so let me ask this question. What does it matter now? Because the pioneers what does it matter now? Because the
it does matter. I'm gonna show. No, hold on. I'm gonna show you why it matters.
Let me land the plane real quick. I say that because, okay, what are you gonna get? Like, what's your reward if you make this claim? And everyone's trying to recreate history. They're trying to recreate and erase what was truth back then. But all the pioneers damn near died broke. So what's the benefit of this person started?
Because it's not about money. I'm gonna show you what it's about. It's about them keep doing that shit. They did it to every other genre. No, y'all not doing it this time. You're not gonna colonize. Y'all not gonna start. Y'all not doing it again. That's the problem. Like,
I mean, are they saying white people started?
No, but that's how it started. What is Spanish people? What is Puerto Rico? They ain't black. They some of them identify as. Hold on, some of them identify as white though. You do know that, right? Some of them identify as white.
Talking about Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Some of them, there's Puerto Ricans that are made.
There's
Puerto
white
Rican,
ones, there's black ones.
There's black and
yeah.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
So some of them identify as. Yeah, but what I'm telling you is, on their paperwork though, some of them identify as white though. So now that's a tricky bag.
Who came out saying that? Is it someone specific? They said started hip hop.
Fat Joe came out and said Puerto Ricans and blacks started hip hop 50-50. No, like it's a cap. That's where the colonizers start.
We gotta go back to the original group in the Bronx because hip hop started in the Bronx. That's undeniable. That's just fact. It's always been fact. So wherever the group was, there might have been some Puerto Rican niggas with the blacks with that group.
Nah.
But I need names. I need proof.
We already know who the first rappers is, man.
This is the point they're trying to say, Sauce. This is the point. This is the better point because it's beyond names and it's beyond money. This is the better point. The better point is what we're saying is that where do you see Puerto Rican culture
or Jamaican
culture in the cornerstone creation of hip hop? Meaning this:
zero.
They followed American black kids. You didn't start wearing fucking knitted.
Yeah, we wasn't dressing like Puerto Ricans.
You didn't put on sombreros. You didn't start listening to Hector Lavoe. You didn't learn Spanish. You didn't do none of that. So when you look at the culture that created, we're not saying that they wasn't there and that they didn't participate. What we're saying is that when you look at the culture that created, it was American black culture that created it. Y'all followed us.
Right.
We didn't start making empanadas and a rosto boil and talking about bumbleclot and all of that. We didn't start doing that.
Because even in that time, you had Spanish culture, you had Caribbean culture, and then you had hip hop culture. Yeah, it was separate because if it was intertwined, you would have saw signs of those cultures.
They was playing Hector Lavoe. They was playing Menudo. You know,
hold on. Look at this. Sauce. You went to Harden with me, nigga. You remember the nigga Blaq? You remember the Blaq, right? That little corner where the black people used to be at, and down the hall where Mr. Rosa class, where the Puerto Ricans used to be at. It was segregated in high school. We wasn't even with the niggas in high school.
That was in the late 90s, early 2000s.
That was the mid to late 90s.
Yeah. It was segregated in the 90s. So don't tell me.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So how was they? Right. So they were still breakdancing and listening to house music in high school.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. So you couldn't be part of the inspiration. I mean, as part of the creation, but you saw something you liked and you added and you helped it out. We're not lying that you didn't help it out and that you didn't participate.
As far as creating it, don't take
it's American
black American culture.
Yeah,
right.
Black American
culture, but you're not part of the founding.
Listen, what they're doing is as ridiculous as us saying that, yo, we 50% responsible for salsa or merengue. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you can get some black person to try to go through history and find some black person
somebody.
Salsa back in the 60s.
Right. But
you know what I mean?
But it's like,
we ain't do that.
This is the thing, right? When you start stealing, when you try to steal somebody's culture, that is a colonizer move, though. For as small as petty as it sounds, that's what that is, though. A colonizer move. That's the problem with that shit.
Why don't you feel comfortable just giving Black Americans kids they cool?
Right.
Like, yo,
that's the thing. What's wrong with saying
from you?
Right. What's wrong with y'all
That's
saying
my
y'all
point.
got it from us? What's wrong with them niggas saying they got it from us, and instead of them trying to crowbar their way and saying they started it? What's the problem?
That's my point. My thing is like, yo, that part does not matter to this degree where it's where it is because all cultures, contributed. But you cannot discredit the founding fathers of hip hop because that's shitting on them. Like,
yes.
Don't take away credit from them.
Nigga, we still nigga.
And that's sitting on us. It ain't just sitting on them. It's sitting on you.
And I'll take it a step further.
Kids.
I'll take it a step further too. Even to this day, the Black Americans still set all the trends in hip hop because we still ain't talking like no Puerto Ricans, and we still ain't acting like no Puerto Ricans, and we still ain't acting like Jamaicans. Know who act like Jamaicans? The kids like the kids from the UK. You hear how they talk? They act like Jamaicans. Like the way they talk and the way they act. but I'm saying some of them ain't Jamaican, some of them is African, but I'm saying the way they act is totally different than the way we act. The way we talk, the slang, they talk like they Jamaican. We don't really act like Jamaican.
Caribbean blood in me, so I can't say nothing.
It just is what it is.
So.
No,
but I claim cool. Black.
No, but listen, it doesn't even matter with that because it's like you could be. You can have parents from the Caribbean or whatever, but if you was born in America, you're Americanized. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why even when Busta Rhymes said what he said, I'm like, bro, but when I was listening to Leaders in the New School, I ain't see you in no like no knitted tank top, like you was dressed like you was American.
I ain't gonna lie, Busta, I didn't even know that nigga was Jamaican until later.
Thank you.
Career.
That's what I said. I said the same shit.
And listen, I'll take it a step further. Noriega, I didn't know he was Spanish to that reggaeton.
Oh, I knew that from the beginning. I knew Nori was.
I didn't know.
I did.
Nori speaking Spanish? I can't.
Yeah, because he used to talk about his pops a lot. That's the only reason I knew. Like,
yeah, I get that, but I'm not saying that. I didn't know he was like when he did reggaeton with Daddy Yankee and him.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing that shit with CNN. Capone Noriega didn't have no fucking reggaeton.
Nah, hell no.
And they have been.
He didn't come out the gate. He didn't come out the gate with that culture. He came out hip hop.
With hip hop. Facts.
We didn't. If he didn't say nothing about his father,
we wouldn't. That's how I knew he was half Puerto Rican because his father. Like that's the only reason I knew.
Bro,
yeah. Facts.
And think about it like this: how many artists? But think about it like this: how many artists that rhyme in all Spanish can cross all cusp? Right? You could rhyme in English and have a hit song, and everybody listening to it from every culture.
Facts.
Bad Bunny sells billions of records. How many niggas in the hood? Now with you on this one. How many playing him at the picnic?
Probably the Spanish.
He got billions of views. Ain't no brother.
The Spanish. I bet you in the Spanish. I bet you in the Spanish hood. You hearing? I bet you hearing that. The girls love that. The women love it. Nah, I know what you're saying. Nah, I get what you're saying.
You can say something and it goes across all borders. They say something and stay relegated to where they at.
Right.
That's my point. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they playing them at Spanish picnics. But what I'm saying is that you can make a hit song. It played everybody picnic. Because it's traditional hip hop.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
No matter how big the artist is, if you ain't rapping English like American kids rap in the hood, your shit not going. Your shit, Asian niggas rapping in Chinese or Japanese, that's fire. That shit
we'll never hear that shit.
Yeah, where they at.
Facts.
But your shit be in Japan.
Your shit be everywhere. Yep, I get what you're saying.
Asia,
you're right.
Smash back in the day. Even now, they can go tour overseas and they'll still recite some Wu-Tang joint.
Yeah, hell, they love Wu-Tang over there.
They love Wu-Tang over there.
Mm-hmm.
Now how many brothers you know somebody Spanish gonna rapping on Spanish and the brothers is gonna be chanting they joint like we know it verbatim.
That's facts.
They baby mom is Spanish and they go with them. Like you're not just gonna go by yourself. You know
and we not taking nothing from our Spanish brothers and sisters, nothing.
Yeah.
But we just saying don't be like the colonizers stealing, trying to crowbar yourself to some shit that you ain't stop.
My fiance half Jamaican, half Spanish.
Right.
She grew up Spanish. When I tell you, I love Spanish.
Yeah, that's why. No, but that's why I'm glad that the Spanish pioneers, because you got a lot of the Spanish pioneers, they coming out saying now like nah, like we got this from American black kids. Like,
but some of them lying though.
OGs that are Spanish are saying it like nah, y'all.
Some of them is lying though. You got some of them telling the truth. Some of them is lying. You got crazy.
No, but as long as we got some telling the truth,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the ones that's telling the truth. It's like, yo, at least some of them is keeping it real to where there's some balance.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
a
mean?
fact. Yeah, it ain't
Just
just all of them.
just be like,
Let me ask y'all this. Where do y'all think hip hop's going now from this point where we are now? Where do you think it's going with everything?
I think bars is coming back.
Bars is coming back. It's
bars is coming back.
Yeah, once
you think so?
the woman shit, like that girl rapping shit is dying.
Well, take Drake and Kendrick Lamar for that shit.
Nah, it was dying before. It was dying before that. Hell no.
For us to not talk about it. Before that,
nah, it was dying before that because you got
back, Zelda, all that. It was niggas spitting bars.
It was dying before that. It's because it's just over. Why you think Cardi B ain't dropped that album yet? Because she's scared because it's gonna flop. Ain't nobody listening to that shit no more. It got oversaturated. It's too many of them. Like it's way too many of them. It's way too many. It's not even like different chick every day like that drop every day.
It's not even like it's because it's a female rapper. Because when we talk about hip hop, it's not female. Listen, real quick. When you talk about female hip hop artists, you think about MC Light, Yo Yo, Queen Latifah, these Moni Love, like these chicks had bars. When you talk about female hip hop now, all you think about is WAP and sex and titties hanging out, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's more sexualized.
It's still real female hip hop. It's just that style, the ratchet style.
You got Shane the Wall. You got Rhapsody.
But that's not being pushed in the front.
That's not the shit that's being pushed.
No, I get that. It's not corporatized. I get that. I'm saying like.
But I'm just
females is
point out
here.
when we talk about the female, the girl rap shit is dying. Meaning that bullshit that you're not talking about nothing but just sex.
Ass shaking shit.
Ass shaking.
I think that's across the board. I think it's across the board for men too. Like bars is coming back, so it's across
bars
the board
is coming back.
So he's gonna have to start spitting, and niggas got to start spitting.
True. Because when it comes to like these artists that are coming out now, one of my favorite up and coming artists is that dude. He's from Cali, my man Simba.
Oh yeah,
his bars. His bar, like he got.
I never listened to him.
Simba Fire. Listen to Simba on LA Weekends. Listen to that freestyle. That nigga Simba crazy. And he the game little brother too. They always not biological, but that's the game's little
that's his
younger brother.
Yeah,
and he came at the game too. And the game came at him too. The game came at him too. Like I like that when younger brother wrestling with his brother. Like
the game man, and he wasn't invited on stage with Kendrick Lamar and them niggas, man.
The game always be mad about the game be mad he always be mad about some shit though.
But he should have been, because that nigga be looking out. Nipsey said he looked out for Kendrick, like he pulled Kendrick on stage when Kendrick was a nobody.
But the thing is, during the battle, he picked Drake's side and went.
He was on Drake's side. Why would the nigga invite you somewhere you was on Drake's side? Matter of fact, he started dissing. The game started dissing Rick Ross because of Drake. That's where because of Drake. He took Drake's side.
He's West Coast, nigga. Yeah, stay home, my nigga.
No, I agree with y'all with that.
He should have just minded his business. I don't even know why
he'd been on stage.
He should have stayed with the niggas you helped. Why would I jump on the nigga's side?
I don't know. He probably thought Drake was gonna come out of that good. Nope.
It didn't work. The time he dropped the diss record, it was before Kendrick dropped his.
Right.
So he jumped the gun. He jumped the gun.
He thought
nobody heard it because no one cared.
Right.
Then
that's super garbage. That's like Caliber's about to drop a response. I ain't hear it yet, and I jump out the window and go for the other nigga. That's crazy.
That's what happened.
I should have had the ultimate faith in my man. Like my man about to smoke.
Yeah. He ain't diss Kendrick. I don't think he did Kendrick, but he just took Drake's side.
Drake's side.
I get it.
But first and foremost, I'm West Coast, and West Coast, they've always been loyal to West Coast.
Fact.
So it's like the fact that I'm dissing Drake. I'm dissing Drake. Rick Ross jump on my side for whatever reason. Drake. An enemy of my enemy is my friend. So if you jump on and you diss Rick Ross because he dissed Drake, and
you indirectly dissing me. Facts.
This is principle.
Yeah.
You're going against me. The only reason why Rick Ross had a diss record because of me and Drake's beef right now. What the fuck are you doing?
Facts.
I'm cleaning house. That's what Kendrick said.
That's what's going on for real.
That's what
I'm
it was.
cleaning the house,
He
nigga. That's what I'm doing.
He fucked it up for himself where he missed the most iconic moment in West Coast hip hop history because he jumped the fucking gun. Because you want to be known, you want to be seen. Now look, Snoop wasn't, but Snoop gave flowers like, yo, man, that shit was dope. He's an OG. But the game definitely would have been up there because a lot of niggas up there is connected to the game. But the game jumped.
It was blood. It was made, but the game definitely would have been. If he wouldn't have did that Drake shit, he would have definitely been up there. He had blood. Yeah.
Fucked it up.
He fucked it up.
Fucked it up.
Jumping the gun. He could have just minded his business and just got on stage when it was time. He could have just not said nothing. I don't know why he got in that for no reason.
Because even in the beef, Drake mentioned, you know who really being upset, my nigga YG, but YG was there.
Right.
So it's not like
because you know what Drake problem is too. Drake that shit he tried to do to Meek by shouting out AR-Ab. He tried to do the same shit to Kendrick, and it ain't gonna work over there. They got gang ties. It's not gonna. You know you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Nigga, you had. I think they said he sold his house in Calabasas. I heard from what I heard. Yeah. Yeah.
He needs to stay out of Cali and he needs to drop another album in like 6 years. Like just sit out.
or no, just know what he need to do. Know what he need to do because he still be dissing on the low. He need to stop dissing and drop another album that ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick. Just ignore it. Just act like it never happened. Just go about your business.
Honestly, dog,
because you ain't gonna win. Keep going
at
him.
Shit from Drake. I don't want to hear nothing from Drake right now. I don't want to hear
relax. It's full relax. Go to Tulum. Put your feet up.
You're an actor. You started in Degrassi. Go do some acting. Do some other shit right now.
No, I don't want to see him act.
Sit that down for a little bit.
I don't want to see him act. I want to see him go to Tulum, put his feet up, disappear for a minute.
You're 35.
Yeah.
You come back at 37.
Work on some music.
Buy another team.
But now all the fucked up shit with Drake is all his music, like the original shit is starting to come out now. Like he wasn't writing nothing.
Yeah. Did you hear about the best I've had?
Yeah, like all his shit coming out. Like he didn't write nothing.
Yeah. But
he stole that from Shawn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because old boy who wrote it still got paid.
Shawn.
He got his shit. So he wasn't saying it like to be disrespectful. He was just saying like, you know, he didn't have to sue. He just told his publishing, the publishing cut him a check and kept cutting it. So it's like Drake was putting niggas on in a way where you write a song, I'll do it, and then we both eat. But the problem is he took it in as if it was his own.
It was him.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga missed a potato head. He all he was doing was taking mad different shit and just using it for us. He missed a potato head. That nigga really ain't really no artist for real. They took a light skinned nigga, they slapped the beard on a nigga, they put dead ass.
Wait, he got
he looked like a nerd. He looked like a nerd before the
perspective. He's an artist in a certain perspective. Somebody gave him a script and he's an actor. He's acting. He's doing what he do.
I mean, like a musical artist though. Like
that's what I'm saying. He's acting in that too. He just doing monologues.
Get songs written for them. And R&B artists literally sing a song the writer wrote verbatim. Drake did it in a hip hop version.
I put it to you like this. He ain't really a rapper then. He a pop artist.
Yeah. He's not.
He's a pop. He's officially to me in my eyes. He's officially a pop artist because that's
yes. That's exactly.
They give him everything. Yep.
That's the accurate description.
Like your image, because artists they'll take you like your image and give you everything. Give you the song. They give you anything. That's a pop artist.
Yeah, and he could pull it off because he got the, you know what I mean? It's like, because you got to be able to re-spit the shit too. Like, it's just not anybody that can do a reference.
But I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front though. In the studio, he can spit it because when you really see him rapping, he still look like a cornball.
No, because that's Drake what he is, though.
Drake got cornball movements. Am I lying though?
No, that's what he is.
Drake like a cornball, but that's what I'm saying.
He's Stephon Urkel.
But hold on. But hold on. When you hear him though, this is the thing. This is the trick with Drake though. When you hear him on the song, he don't sound like a cornball when you listen to his music. Like when he rapping on some hard shit, he don't sound like a cornball. But when you look at him, he looked like a straight up cornball. Like he looked like a
and
cornball.
even sometimes when you listen to his music, it sound like synth music.
A lot of times.
He can. It's very simpish.
Yeah, it is simpish. He created that.
It's a symphony.
What's that song he had? Marvin's Room. That was it.
That song was a symphony. Let me stop.
Oh man, started roasting Drake. Man, I can't with y'all niggas. Man.
That nigga Drake. Yeah, Drake got cornball movements. He do. And I like some of the music. But when I be looking at him, I be like, this nigga look like a whole cornball. Like,
okay, so the thing is, Drake
he ain't get no muscles till he dated Serena.
His body done.
Listen,
he was like, I'm too big for you. You gotta get.
He got his body done. They started calling him BBL Drizzy. He got his body done.
Huh? Wow, that was wild.
Hit that button. Hit the button. That's the pause button right
there.
That's why they started. You don't remember? Look, remember the original Drake was kind of chunky, like a chubby kind of. He wasn't cut up or no shit like that. Then all of a sudden, one day he woke up and he started taking his shirt off. That nigga got his body done.
First and foremost, Drake has like the softest face. Pause. Like it's not a tough face.
Nah.
So
hard pause.
Like a cornball always have like a really soft feminine face. Like it's just like you look at him like you're not tough.
The double ice
with some hitters.
The double crazy shit with the soft faces. He got a soft ass voice too. He be like, yeah, man, yeah. He got a soft voice too.
He talks extremely proper.
I'm saying even the tone. No, I'm talking about the tone of his voice. He don't got no bass in his voice. He talk kind of like a white dude. I swear to God, when you really think about it, he do.
Canadian. He's Canadian.
Yeah, we're talking about Canadian.
Yeah.
He
be like, yeah, man. He be like, yeah, man. They be hating on me, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's just a Drake problem.
He was never pop, and he's always been corny. I don't care what anybody say. He was never pop.
Okay. All right. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, salute to Risa Rose. Risa Rose.
Yeah. He was never not pop. He's always been pop.
Oh, he was never not pop. Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
That was a double negative. That's why you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Much love, Risa.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. He always been pop. He definitely always been corny, but he come out with a song and you be like, this shit because it be other niggas' style.
He got dope.
He can make a project. Anybody gonna front that you can't make a project? You know what I mean? But you a little soft. You soft. I'm tired of the soft era. We out of the.
I don't like Puerto Rican saying nigga. I don't care. I don't like that shit.
Got it.
I don't. For me personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I know some of them identify as white.
My thing is this. If you can't go everywhere, like I can go anywhere and say nigga, nobody gonna say nothing. If you can't go everywhere and say it, then you know you shouldn't be saying it. And
Puerto Ricans can't go down south and say nigga. It's a bad. If you especially,
I mean, we can't go everywhere and say they way so slow. You know what I mean? You can't go to East LA and start spitting the S word like that. You know
now I will say this. Now I will say this. Now if you are Afro Latino. And you go down south, they might not know you Spanish, and you could get away with it. But all Spanish people ain't Afro. A lot of them is white. So if you white, I don't know.
But I'm saying just in general. I'm just saying in general.
I agree.
If you walked around saying the S word, just outside your bubble of trust, you just in East LA or Arizona or Texas, nigga, you might get approached. So that's how. But the bigger question is this. This is what I asked Puerto Ricans. I'm like, but why do you want to say it?
Why do you want to say it?
I have no interest in saying the S word. So why do you want to say it?
Because it's culturally accepted with hip hop and it's connected.
But not in their culture though. But I'm saying in their culture, yeah. But this my thing. This is the thing though. In their culture, it ain't acceptable because they aunts and uncles, a lot of them don't even fuck with niggas. That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
That's my issue with it.
It's a big divide.
It's a huge divide.
You have a right to say who and who can't say it. You get what I'm saying? So you feeling the type of way, there's nothing wrong with that because this is our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like you said, we can't say in their culture, even no matter where we're around. And it's like, it would seem weird for us to even say that.
Can I explain? Hold on, let me explain to you why I really don't like it, right? Because you got a lot of Spanish people that's cool, right? The ones that's cool, right? They good, but then if you allow them to say it, then you'll have you'll have Mexicans that hate niggas and they'll be saying it too. Like, how that work? We can't. Where the line drawn at? You know what I'm saying? You muted.
Now,
you feel what I'm saying? But where's the line drawn at? Like,
now, I say this. I heard somebody say this and it resonated with me. It was like, Black Americans is the only culture that try to turn a racial slur into a term of endearment. In no other culture, you can't find Jewish people saying the K word, Chinese people saying the C word, Japanese people saying the J word, Spanish saying the S word. You can't find that in any other culture. We're the only culture that tries to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, I think that, it's a bit of social conditioning, systematic things going on. But I'm just saying, I look, when somebody said that, it resonated to be like, that's an interesting thing just to look at. You know what I mean?
I just think everybody just do what we do. That's why they don't do it. We the first to do shit, and everybody just copy us. They just don't want to say that's what it is. That's all it is. Everybody, we could start if we start picking up dog shit. And I'm just saying this randomly. We start picking up dog shit and found a way to make it look dope. Everybody start picking it up and acting like, you feel what I'm saying? It's just the shit we do. We find a way to make stupid shit. Think about it. Half the slang words we be using make absolutely no sense, but somehow we'll find a way to make it sound dope where everybody.
We made bad mean good. We made dope mean fly.
Yep.
We take negative terms all the time and do that.
Turn it into good shit.
It's just that there's an exception to every rule. In this world, there's an exception. It's a different type of energy than just taking bad and turning to good or dope or turning it to fly. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has an extra
this word is kind of like personally taboo. Our word. It's our word for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to gatekeep that shit. Our ancestors suffer behind that shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
And I guarantee our ancestors wouldn't like the way that we use it ourselves.
Probably not. They probably wouldn't like half the shit that's going on. You feel what I'm saying?
And they like some other shit. So, you know what I mean? But I just think that if we know that if we could pick up dog shit and niggas will follow us, then the accountability, I'm gonna bring it back to us again, is be like, then we should be more careful than what we put out if we know that the world gonna follow.
Nah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying. But shit, you ain't lying about that shit. I still feel like if it just me personally though, I still like if I see somebody black and I see them using it, I won't think nothing of it. Like, but if I see somebody that's non-black and they using it, I feel some kind of way. That's just, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm saying even myself, I use it in music, and even myself sometimes I'll be like, but I use it a lot less than I used to because even myself, I'm like, I shouldn't be using it either, right?
You right.
I'm going through that paradigm shift myself.
Nah, I get it.
I do understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I get it. I just feel like that's whether it's bad or not, the fucked up history behind it or whatever. It's still, I feel like that's our personal word. And you feel
I feel like it's called black privilege.
Facts.
That's black privilege.
Black privilege.
And that's really the only black privilege we got is we could use that word and we could kind of police it, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
We get to say who can and can't say it.
Because even other races of people will be like, man, I say what I want. I dare somebody try me. Yeah, but you can't say it everywhere like I could. I could be everywhere saying it. In the middle of Mississippi, I could be everywhere saying it.
Loud.
You can't. Loud, and you can't. Like, that's the whole. And remember that time? Hold on. Oh, bro, remember that time I got into that argument with Chase up here about that shit? And Chase was like, I use it amongst my friends. I said, they don't check you. And he was like, no. I was like, nigga, no, it don't work like that, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Once you break your circle of love, even my Puerto Rican friends, I'm like, yo, listen, some of them say some whatever. I'll be like, yo, once you break your circle, when we in LA, I bet you gonna say it though.
Hell no, you gonna watch your mouth.
That's how you know you shouldn't be saying it.
And
See,
if you down south, you gonna watch your mouth too. Like certain places, like you in Memphis, Tennessee, you ain't running around. You feel what I'm saying?
Honestly, down south, they don't even like some black people saying it either because of what it means to them and their family.
Yeah,
So
if you ain't Black American, they'll check you like if you Jamaican or something or Caribbean, they probably they checking them niggas too.
They'll check regular blacks for saying it because of what that word means to them.
Oh, you talking
Like
about the
old
older
school
people?
blacks.
You talking about the older people? Yeah, that's old people will check you up here for that though. You feel what I'm saying? Certain old niggas, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, Murph Nori's like he's half black and half Puerto Rican. His mom is black. And Narissa mentioned about how do you feel about mixed. I think mixed cats, it matter how they look. Some people might take it personal.
No, I take it deeper. Not matter how they look. It matters what they identify with.
Yep.
I got half Puerto Rican relatives too, but they don't cook or roast them. They cook soul food. That's what my cousin, you know what I mean? So they identify as black. So it's what you identify as too.
I swear to God, I was just about to say that with the mixed thing, I feel like it go by what you more identify as. Like if you have Puerto Rican and you grew up Puerto Rican, you Puerto Rican.
Now my biracial kids was raised mostly Asian, but it seems like all of them identify with their black side a little more.
Yeah,
they still embrace the Asian side, but they kind of seem like they embrace their blackness.
A lot of time, most of the time, that's usually what happens.
Yeah. Right, look at their daddy.
But they grew up around you though. You the seed.
Like, you
can't do the literal blueprint, biologically, chemically, mentally. You know what I mean? Financially, like of course they're gonna identify because you the seed.
Well, if they grew up both,
let me say this: if you was an Asian man that was taking care of his business, you know what I'm saying? They might identify a little bit more or be more balanced with that identification.
And it still matters like what they identify with, because they like it seems like even if they grew up with both, like my kids grew up with both. They didn't just grow up with just the black culture. I mean, they still went to black church with Pops in them and Miss Chris. And they still went to hall, you know, with the Buddhist shit with their mom. So they grew up with both. I mean, they grew up mostly on Asian cuisine though, because you know.
So what do they say? Do they say they black or do they say they mixed?
I don't know. I think they say I think Lily Go says she's Blasian.
Oh yeah, a lot of them say that. Yeah, a lot of them say
she's
that.
Blasian, but she seems
I don't think there's anything wrong with identifying with both cultures because that's their reality. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's talking, but she's asking how do we feel about like if they mix and they use the N-word?
Again, if to me it's like it's not about what they're saying, it's like how you're saying it. Because it's like if you're saying it in a derogatory way, or if you're saying it to be funny, to like, oh, I can't say it, but just saying it to like rub in someone's face that I can say it, but you're being disrespectful with it, then yeah, you get, you know what I'm saying?
But this the thing, Sauce, that pass is kind of dangerous because you could give them that pass in your neighborhood. They can't go everywhere saying that shit though.
See, I think it depends on the energy. I think it depends on the energy of what you identify with. Meaning this, right? When I'm in the Heights, if I don't say anything, cats think I'm Dominican.
Right.
If I'm around Puerto Ricans and I don't say anything, they think I'm Puerto Rican. It's not to what I speak. So my energy in itself dictates. They can perceive what I identify as, right? As soon as I speak or move, oh, Moreno. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. So my thing is like, it's not about if you mix. It's more about what you identify with, because that's going to give off the energy of what it is. And people pick that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I know if I learn how to speak Spanish and speak with a real dialect that got the nuances that they got, man, I can blend in. They wouldn't even know if I was Puerto Rican.
Because it's black people and
I got no Puerto Rican in me at all.
Yeah, there's black people,
but there's obviously some common DNA somewhere.
Yeah, they African.
Yeah, they got that African.
Yeah, they got the African bloodline. Yeah.
Or in they Taino. We all got. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But what I'm just saying is that I think it's about the more what you identify as that's the energy that you're gonna give off.
Yeah,
if you have black, half Spanish, but you grew up with your black side of your family, you come off black, we gonna know that we gonna know. We're not even gonna question if you Spanish because you gonna
we gonna know from your whole swag. Facts.
Yeah.
You ain't
I see what you mean.
I have a friend of mine. Her husband passed away, but her husband was biracial and she's Caucasian. and they had kids. Their kids look straight up white, but they identify as black. And it's crazy. Well, her son looked like he got the little slightly curly hair. He looked a little more, but the girl was like dirty blonde hair, light gray eyes, and she identifies as black. So she was singing a song that had the N-word, and her mom said, "You can't say that word." No, Mom, you can't say that word.
She black. Yeah, she black.
Right. Don't project that on me.
Yeah, that's the whole shit. She black. If you identify as black, you could say it. Now, if you start playing a line and you say, "Oh, I'm mixed," I feel like you start playing that mixed line. I don't know, like
it gets confusing.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you kind of gotta watch your mouth, like.
Yeah.
And I kind of think like this. If a black man has a child with any woman, the child is black because that's the blueprint. If an Asian man has a child with a black woman, the child is both, but the child he's the blueprint.
Yeah.
The father is the seed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now with the child,
whether it's male or female, man.
You know what I mean? So it could get real convoluted. But at the end of the day, I'm like, if you know in your heart, if you can't go everywhere and say it, right, then that's a clear indication you shouldn't say it at all.
Yeah.
If you can't go,
if you could go everywhere and say it.
That's a fact. You know inside of you if you could go everywhere in the world and say it, like everywhere in the country and say it. Like if you having issues down south or on the West Coast, then you know what time it is. Like
if you can't say nigga please anywhere, don't say it.
Please.
Right.
Or even if you in an argument with somebody, you could be like, "Yo, F you, nigga." Ain't nobody tripping out over you saying that.
Hell no.
Julie got a close friend of hers, and she's biracial. Her dad's black, and her mom's white. She looks white as shit. She refuses to use the word. She said, "Because what do I look like?"
She look white.
I look white. So
you know who look funny? Do you know who look funny saying nigga? Logic.
Yeah, he do look like
that.
The rapping nigga Logic.
Yeah.
I think he says it, but he look funny.
Yes,
his father black.
He
look funny. I don't care. It just look funny. He look he look white.
But
so
if he was giving off that pure energy and like, yo, I identify as a black man. If he was giving off the pure, because I know some brothers that could pass like imitation of life type of people that could pass,
like
and they give off that energy when you know, like, yeah, you could pass, but nigga, yeah, that's all Negro in there. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like what. Logic don't give off that energy.
Logic look white and he rap like a white dude too.
Right.
Everything about
and he
Logic,
move.
Like a white
like
dude.
He said,
like
his energy.
It's different.
Doesn't give him the card.
I don't know why it's like that with Logic, but it is though. His father is black. Yes, he did an interview with his pops too. Like I sat and watched it. Like, yeah, I don't like. You feel what I'm saying? It's something about.
A lot of niggas listen to Drake.
Yeah, everybody listen to Drake. It's on shit. Man.
He trolling.
Yeah.
Hey fellas, man, I gotta jump off, man. But this is mostly
it's almost time. She gotta be time to shut it down. Like
This is the longest one yet. 3 hours. We ain't never
dang, nigga, this is the Titanic, nigga.
Yeah, man, it's a good one, man. It's all kind of Jews in here, man.
We gotta apologize. At first, we were clipping a little bit. I turned that noise cancellation off on your mic because your mic was clipping a little rough. So I turned the noise and that stopped all the clipping. But yeah, we apologize for a little bit of audio we had, but you know, we get it better as time goes on. You know,
My bad.
but
I know I was loud.
No, you was good. You was good. You know what happens.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, but yo, well, speaking of Mr. Silver right here, Sauce's little brother. Grown ass man.
He can say nigga.
Yeah, he definitely can say nigga. What the fuck you mean?
Well, I told him he's allergic to watermelon. If he was allergic to chicken, he couldn't say nigga. Yo, but much love. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us here on the Hard Pause Podcast. And all the folks that came from Water Gang on Quarter Water TV. Like big brother Sauce and brother Hudson and Redwater for always hanging out. They're always welcome. It's a family affair. Please go to the links in the description. Check out Sauce's podcast, Lost in the Sauce podcast. Link is in the description on YouTube, Facebook. If you're coming from Twitch, follow them YouTube channels and go ahead and click those links. And brother Shawn here, brother Mark Matthew, Hudson Redwater, Hollywood Zombies. All the links are in the description for all the music. Slumpzero. We'll see you next Sunday. Sunday Troublemakers. God bless. Anybody else got something?
Nah, we out, man. Get us out.
We out.
Yeah, 3 hours.